like a good character. And look at this dude. Look how tall he is.
Huh.
He claims to be like 6'8". I mean, he's not 6'8", but he.
No, because mom's a little bit shorter than me.
Yeah. He's probably like 6'6", maybe 6'5".
Yeah.
But he claims like 6'8", athletic build, 37-inch vertical leap. Like that's how he introduces himself. Was this the captain, huh? Captain. Let's pop in the captain stream real quick and see what's going on.
Play Ark on PC. I got a game code for Ark to try it out when I was at PAX. I think it's on PC. So I don't know if anyone here plays Ark, wants to, play Ark with me sometime. But yeah, I got some game codes for Ark. Yeah, I think it's PC. I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. It does not say. Ark had a huge booth at PAX West, guys. I kid you not. Ark's booth was credit. They had a 2-story dinosaur you could get up on top of. A 2-story dinosaur.
Oh, that's not what I would do. That's not what I would do. Emerald Hook, what's happening?
2-story dinosaur.
Whoa, hold on. Let's check that audio here. Get that green screen fixed up. No. Check 1 2. Let's check that audio here. Why is it so quiet? Why is it so quiet? Hello.
Coming through the camera?
No, I think it's coming through the microphone. I think I might just need to boost it a little bit. Check 1 2. I don't know. What do you think, Emerald Hook? Does it need to go up a little bit, or does it sound okay to you? Sound typical, usual. Hello.
Coming through the camera?
Nada is happening. All right. Let's pop the old Twitcherooskies up on this one. All right, Twitch up. Need to figure out how to do a better job of with Twitch. I don't know what to do with that, but Delete. Done. Oh, yeah. That's great. You've updated your following. Good job. We really our following on Twitter is abysmal compared to the old Mixer. Could go up another notch. You know what? You got it. Not a problem at all. We shall bump that up.
Let's do all the things
you want to do. Here we go. Let's see if we can bump this up a little bit for you. Let's go to, 125. Whoa. 125? Let's see how that sounds. How's that sound? Is that better? Is that giving you a little boost in your audio? Ugh. I don't get stuffy until I'm in here. I don't understand it. Perfectly fine. Up walking around. As soon as I sit down, boom, stuffy. Yeah. Do we want to do Facebook tonight?
It's up to you.
Up to me. Just how I like it. All up to me. All right. Well, tell you what. Let's the old ball in the cup. Won that game. And then put that over there. Take this. All right. Let's get the show named up real quick. Find out where everybody's at. Save as. Episode 254. Savey. All right. That's the one I want. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Back to our channel. How do I get to our channel? Oh, look. The dock is on. How do you even do that? It's playing H1? It's playing H1. Huh. Oh, it must have been like a highlight clip is what that was. That was a highlight. A highlight. All right. Pop out the chat. We got that over here. Yeah, I know. It's for mature audiences. I got it. I made it for mature audiences. I know that I did that. It's okay, Mixer. I know you don't know the difference between the channel host and the viewer. You're just going to put the same stuff out to everybody. Not a problem. Not even a problem. Okay, go to my... How do I go to my channel? Channel. Whatever. Okay, go to my... Okay. Hopefully we get to watch a commercial on our own channel. That'd be great. Last thing. Fastback. Get that fastback up real quick. All right. Interesting. Yeah. All right. Last thing before we start. Here we go. Let's pop that in over here. Put that in right there. No, I won't do that. We'll do no such thing. I will do no such thing. I will turn it on. That's what I will do. I will turn it on. It's the best you will get. We'll do no restarting of software. Oh my god. I thought we were pro. Why are we not? Are we not pro anymore? Is that what's going on? I thought we were. We may not be bothering with this right now then. Okay, why am I paying featured? Yeah, we're pro. Why? This shouldn't be happening. Should not be happening. Okay. There it goes. It's working. No, it's not. Let's log out and log back in. Yeah, I'm on the fence of whether I'm scared for Florida or not. I don't know how much of it is a hype because we are just coming down off the news high of the last hurricane, where the news organizations are super jacked about, destruction and all that, because then it gets them good ratings. So they're using this opportunity to ramp up another frenzy. We're a pro. I don't understand. I'm not paying monthly for this. I don't. You're about to lose it. About to lose it. Launch that web chat. Okay. All right. Either way. All right. So Facebook's gonna be just off tonight. It's not. Unless it's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'll try and see if it works. It works. Says offline. Okay. No Facebook night. Fair enough. All right. It is what it is. Yeah. Mixer disconnected. Why is Mixer disconnected? Yeah. Oh, hurricane last year. It wasn't anywhere as bad as Is there even a category 6? I didn't know there was a category 6. Did you?
No, it's Cat 5 at the top, right?
I thought so. After that, what is it? It didn't turn into a tornado or something, doesn't it? Just a very big tornado.
I don't know what it would turn into, but
an F5. The finger of God.
Cat 5 plus.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a Cat 6, though. I guess there might be. What are you gonna do? Emerald Hook, remind me again, where are you hailing from? You told me it was in California, wasn't it? Yeah, it was like San Diego, I think, or something. Somewhere in that area. Maybe it was West Coast. Warmth. There's no P in warmth. So why do people... Does it? Warmth. But it's hard to go from to without a p. Warmth. It's tough. It's a tough one. All right. You ready to dive into this?
I suppose so.
I think we're just going to do... come over there. Sort of update and explanations and all that and whatever. What else? All right, let's do it.
Let's have it. You know what I'm talking about. Hand it over.
Reality isn't father knows best anymore. It's a kick in the face on a Saturday night with a steel-toe grip Kodiak work boot. And a trip to the hospital, bloodied and bashed. For reconstructive surgery.
I've now said to myself, this could be emergency room worthy.
Yeah.
So now let's go down the list of what it would take to get me to the emergency room. Well, I'm probably going to have to wake my wife up.
Hey, I don't want to bother you, but I think I'm dying.
Yeah, I think I'm going to just go to the hospital. You just sleep right here. What happened to worms? I was supposed to take care of them, and you killed them!
They're worms, dude. They're just worms.
And I intend on packaging this stuff up and taking it right back when I'm done because their business model sucks. Some of our relatives have, I guess, become curious enough to find out what we're doing here. They're like, well, I guess these guys are not going to give up on this radio thing.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I'm curious to find out what we're doing here.
You're now tuned into the Dad Bros Show. My name is Josh. With me, as always, my brother John.
Hello, everybody.
We're your hosts of the Dad Bros Show. We're dads, we're brothers, and this is our show. Welcome to it, one and all. Right off the bat, it is thunderstorming outside like crazy. One of those where you're driving 30 miles an hour down a 55-mile-an-hour road with the windshield wipers on high, thunk, 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 and you still can't see.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
You're expecting at any moment for the little girl in the white hospital robe standing all creepily in the road.
I didn't even go there.
I can't help it. I don't watch scary movies because of that stuff. Like, I don't need to be driving down a dark road, windshield wipers going, can barely see, and then have those thoughts in my head.
Sorry, little girl, you're getting plowed over.
Yeah, I'm not stopping.
Yeah,
I've seen too many.
In this weather, I think I would get off A-okay. Didn't see her, officer, when clearly I did.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the ground is going to leave any marks when I hit the gas.
No, it shouldn't. It should.
I thought she was a squirrel. I didn't want to.
Yeah, you would really have to. I mean, you'd really have to be able to get on it to be able to put marks down the pavement in the rain. Yeah, that'd be tough. But she would be scary. I don't know.
Yeah. So what I'm getting at, guys, is if this show suddenly just stops, that's what happened.
And that's all you get.
The power went out, or a little girl in a hospital gown came in and got us.
Ugh.
Hopefully, hopefully, one, the show doesn't cut off.
Yeah.
But if it's one of the two options, I'd rather have the power go out. Just of the two.
Yeah, I put on Twitter that it might just be like I tweeted about
Where's on my Twitter?
I say we might just be with a battery operated Zoom and a candlelight tonight. I don't know. Who knows?
All right.
Good end. So
yeah.
I guess we should jump into some house cleaning tips.
Let's address a couple things. First of all, you may notice. See, John and I, this is episode 254. We have been very, very good about our 2 shows a week posting, to the point of practically running ourselves into the ground trying to do makeup shows and stuff in order to keep that workload up. Well, at some point, it wasn't gonna. At some point, it had to falter.
I guess so. I mean, this isn't our full-time job.
Right. And that's what happened. So those of you who are regular listeners who expect us to be on the iTunes there, the old Apple Podcasts every Tuesday and Thursday, we missed the Tuesday post because of, a combination of things. First of all, John, you went out of town for the Labor Day holiday.
Yeah.
And then on Monday, which is the night that we would make up that show, I did not feel good.
Yeah.
I needed to go to bed.
Yeah, nice, just perfect mixture that we've been able to avoid in the past.
Yeah.
But it's been a struggle in the past, especially over the summer here. Where both of us were traveling and we were doing. I mean, there's some where in order to be able to cover all the shows, we've done 3 days in a row of just recording,
skidding into the finish line, and you know what? It kind of shows at a certain point.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what do you got to talk about now? I don't know. Let's stretch this one out because we have our own self-imposed deadline to put this thing up, and so well, first, why don't we talk about your trip?
Yeah, I went down to the coast to Wilmington, North Carolina, which is like a beach town that didn't plan very well. They're a very, very busy, spread out, congested beach town. I don't think I really like it.
Wilmington itself.
Wilmington itself, yeah. If you're a beach goer, a beach lover, if you like to get in there and mix it up and pour, maybe if you were single, I could see it being maybe more fun.
When I was 16, John, Wilmington was the place to go.
Was it?
Yeah. Because they had the better mall. They had, I can't remember the name of the club now, but they had a club that played
a go-go.
No, they had a club that had bands that you'd heard of go to.
Okay.
Where we lived, Jacksonville, North Carolina, Swansboro, North Carolina. There was no live bands that you'd ever heard of playing there. Nothing going on then. Now probably, yeah, sure now. But at the time, you had to go to Wilmington for it. Matter of fact, me and my best buddy went out to Wilmington for a Mortal Kombat tournament. We played Mortal Kombat 3, I believe. A tournament. It was either 2 or 3. It might have been 2. Anyway, that's not important what one it was. But the winner, or not the winner, but like the top 10 finishers or whatever this tournament, got free tickets to the Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was coming out that weekend.
Did the winner get a chicken dinner?
No. So my buddy Alf came in. I think he came in second. I don't know. And I just squeaked in. I just got my ticket.
Top 10?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was not a good Mortal Kombat player.
Well, I mean, you were
I was
better
okay.
than 30 other guys, probably.
Yeah, it's better than the guy that I beat to get my ticket.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But in that time frame, Wilmington, it's really most known for because they have a small movie. What would you call it? A movie making scene?
It's a movie studio.
Movie studio.
Matter of fact, couple famous things out of the old movie studio there. One, Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, that's one that's known for, and I think that's one that actually put Wilmington not on the map, but that's when it became popular. It started growing.
Didn't Friday Night Lights come out on there?
I think it did.
Yeah, but definitely Dawson's Creek, and probably the most infamous thing is where Brandon Lee filmed his final scene in the movie The Crow.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So that happened in Wilmington at Screen Gym Studios.
Oh. So, the town's all right. But we had some friends of ours, another family that go to school, their kids go to school with our kids, I guess. And they invited us down. They said, "Hey, we got a little house down there. You guys can come down, stay with us. Bringing the boat along. We're going to go out on the boat." And I was like, I haven't been on a boat in a while.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I was like, I kind of wanted to go. So I basically took them up on the thing because it's a holiday weekend. Kids were out of school, 3 days, and it was a good time. We took the kids out on the boat went out on not really the beach. It's like the Sound. So it's much calmer, but it's crowded. Like when we parked. Took us to park the boat took us like 20 minutes because we had to squeeze the boat. So there's a current, you're in a channel basically where there's beaches on both sides, the sound bars.
Yeah.
And not a sound bar like a TV sound bar, but like an actual bar made of sand out in the water. And basically there's a current kind of going between them. And then you have to squeeze the boat in between just these stacks of boats all down the beach line.
What I'm picturing, John, is kind of like when you go to the fair and they have the pick a duck game where it's a tub just full of ducks and they're all just sort of banging into each other. That's what I'm picturing. Is that kind of what it's like? Where the boats have numbers on the bottom of it, you flip it over?
Yeah, it's very similar to that. Except we're trying our hardest not to bang together with other boats.
Now, if you have a boat that has a very pointed bow,
Yeah.
could you just wedge your way in between the other boats?
Yeah, I mean, you could, or you could just stab other boats. Just skewer them up like you,
Splitting them like logs.
Yeah, either way, yeah, you'd get a spot. But the kids had a blast.
Hold on.
And it was,
Well, I didn't plug myself in there.
look at you.
I know, I totally...
We are the Wings. We are the Wings. Come join the club. We are the Wings.
There he is.
I'm here.
Yeah, we went on the boat. It was good. And then the next day, myself and the other dad, we went fishing, got up nice and early, took his oldest son, because he has boys, I don't.
How was that?
It was pretty awesome, because, again, I haven't been out on a boat in a while, and I kind of miss it.
How far out did you go?
We went...
Because, I mean, was it like a giant, was it a big boat? Was it a big boat?
It was like a 20-foot center console.
So you couldn't go like a mile off the...
Oh, no, we went a little over 10 miles off.
10 miles?
Yeah.
So would you consider that deep sea fishing?
It was no.
Mid-sea
it was about
fishing?
it was like 60 feet down. See, the coast of North
Okay.
Carolina is very shallow.
Ah.
So 60 feet, which I mean is deep. I mean it's deep. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's not deep, but like if you go out in the Gulf, you want to go out there to like you got to go out like 60, 70 miles out. To
Really?
to get to like the deep sea fishing.
Okay, yeah, because we've been deep sea fishing a few times. I just don't remember the boat ride being that long.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half sometimes, depending on where you're going. Yeah, and if it's rough out, it's kind of a tough ride. Luckily, yesterday was like ideal conditions. It was glassed over. The water was just laid flat. Gentle rolling 1-foot swells.
Oh.
And the water was almost crystal blue. We don't get crystal blue waters like the Caribbean or like the Keys or anything like that.
No, we get like a murky green.
Yeah, usually at best you get like a murky green. This time, like, it was as crystal blue as you can get. Like if you were flying over in a plane, it would look very blue. And you could see down. Like when we were dropping, we were dropping garbage into the water and stuff. You putting the bait down or lures or whatever, you could see it sink down for a good ways.
Well, let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
Would you jump in it and swim around for a bit?
I was very tempted to. Yeah,
really?
Because it was so calm out there, and it was just like the water was cold. And at a certain point, then when the sun had come up and like there was no breeze, and we weren't moving, we were sort of just floating while we were rigging everything up. And I was just like sweating like crazy. And then I would go rinse my hands in the water, and it was just so cold and inviting.
There's something about being out there.
Yeah.
Heebie-jeebies.
It's one of those things. If I just don't think about it when I'm doing it.
Just jump in there. You get wet. You start swimming. All of a sudden, you realize,
Yeah,
I don't know what's in here.
Well, that or the like the big fear is the boat drifts away or something, or
Yeah.
that's like that would be the crazy thing.
All right, see you, John.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I've done some scuba diving, so I have a little insight to like if you've ever scuba dived, you get this like, those surface side people who've only ever been on the surface. You don't know what's under there, but when you actually scuba dive, you kind of got a visual of it.
Yeah, but that
doesn't
would
make
still,
it any less creepy.
I was gonna say
no. Doesn't make it any less creepy. But
you think you know what's under there.
Yeah,
you know what's in that one little area that you were in.
Well, when you're on the surface and you're imagining you're imagining this hustle bustle of like, there's fish, there's manta rays and jellyfish, and there's sharks swimming by, like constantly just as, like one of those video games you play where the fish are going by and you have to shoot just the certain fish. Like it's not, when you actually dive down, like you'll actually sometimes not see any fish. Like there won't be anything.
Yeah, but then there'll be that time where you see that giant fish no one's ever seen before.
Yeah, that actually did happen once.
What is that?
I was actually towards the end of my dive. And this is going off topic, but I was towards the end of my dive, and we had great visibility. And I had an issue where I would get down there and I would just suck all my air down because I'm just nervous, and I'm having to I'm kicking around, and I'm a new diver, And so I
You're
would
like a little kid who was just given a you got a like you got your Happy Meal and your juice that came with it, and you sucked all your juice down,
Yeah.
and now your mouth is dry because you don't have any more juice, but you're still halfway through your chicken nuggets.
yeah, exactly.
It's a
And-
terrible analogy, John. Don't go with me on that.
Well, no, but the part about sucking the juice
Yeah.
down. I don't know what the whole chicken nuggets part.
I don't
but
know.
It's more like if you had the juice box and you had to drink it over the course of a week to survive.
Yeah,
And you sucked it all
okay.
down in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That'd
Well,
be-
you have to ration your juice box over the course of a meal.
Yeah. So,
Suck it all down the first. Like my youngest he gulps.
Yeah.
My other two kids looking like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
He's swallowing really hard. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's a noisy swallower.
Oh God, calm down there, buddy.
But all right. So this last this
Anyway, you were in the water.
in the water, the dive. I'm running low on air, not out of air. It's not an emergency, and I'm starting to start my ascent, coming up out of the water, and I don't know, I'm 60 feet down,
Rushing up to the surface to get the bends.
Yeah, and it's clear enough that you can see a good ways. Like I can look down, I can see all the divers that are down there with us and stuff. And then I look off into the distance, and I see this giant white thing. Like I can't. It's too far out to make out what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I just know it's huge, and it has a white side to it.
Oh.
And it was like, as I'm trying to because you can't just rush up to the surface because you will get the bends. That's or, it's possible. So you have to work your way up slowly. There's a whole ascent rate thing. We have to follow certain feet per minute. And meanwhile, this big white, huge thing is slowly getting bigger and bigger. And I'm like, is that a whale? Is that a shark? I don't know what that is, but I'm hoping that before it gets here, I'm at least out of the water.
Yeah.
I'm no longer concerned about anybody else in this water.
Right.
But as long as I'm out of the water. And then I finally got out, and it was I started talking to people about this is crazy huge white that was the size of a Volkswagen bus, or a Volkswagen bus. And then when everybody surfaced, somebody said that it was a mole.
A mole.
Yeah, which is I think it's called a sunfish, and it's
Oh, okay.
yeah. And I think
These are weird looking things.
yeah, it's like a giant flounder, I think, or kind of let's see what a sunfish looks like. I kind of forgot already, but it's like this. Yeah, it's like one of the that's what you're seeing. So it looks massive.
So maybe you thought it was coming at you even though it was going sideways?
Yeah, it could have been kind of drifting back and forth, maybe, and then
What a dumb looking fish that is.
it really is.
How did it survive?
It's a
this
horrible
long?
looking fish, and I don't even know, is it flat or is it a?
I don't know. It like
you
the
can only get pictures of the side.
its fins are backwards.
It's like a really narrow, sort of big fish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a toenail with fins.
good one, Winks.
Backwards fins.
Holy moly, moly, moly. So, but it's one of those things when you're under, that's not a fish you see often. So when you're under the water, that's freaky,
Yeah.
or when you're ascending and there's 3 barracuda that are just kind of going up with you, and they're like that. They have these big long jaws with these sharp teeth sticking out.
Yes.
But they're not close. They're not right up on you. But they're floating.
They're close
with,
enough.
They're why are you floating up with me?
It's like when you see somebody who's kind of sketchy walking down the road.
Exactly.
On the other side of the road,
Yeah.
but they're in the same direction, You got them in the corner of your eye, I don't know.
It's enough that
You're across the street, so I don't feel threatened quite yet, but I feel like I should be aware of you.
I'm not experienced enough to know that they're safe. Nothing's gonna happen. So I might be ascending with my dive knife in my hand,
Right.
I'm gonna fight off a barracuda attack.
You could probably fight off a moly.
Yeah, oh yeah, the big dumb moly. I'd be fighting off a
Stupid fish.
a sea manatee.
Punch it right in its stupid neck.
Yeah, but fishing trip went well. It was good. We didn't catch much. We caught some stuff, little tiny fish, nothing big like we were hoping for. But hopefully maybe we'll get to go out again. I don't know. I think I was well behaved enough that maybe I might get invited back out. So
They
we'll
liked
see.
you enough for that?
Yeah, I had just I've got a little bit of a knowledge.
Oh, hey, 7 days of Dies in the room. Good to see you again, sir. Anyway, go ahead.
Got a little bit of knowledge.
Knowledge. It's what's important is
Yeah.
knowledge.
On fishing. I've done a little bit, so it's nice to have somebody, that's that knows a little bit, because when two people know a little bit, then you have more information than just
You
when
have a
one-
little more
when one-
knowledge.
Yeah, it's not fun to go fishing and then have to tell somebody like explain fishing to them.
Right.
So, but good time overall. And
Well, you had something else happen to you out there.
oh yeah. While we were on the boat the first day, like I was talking about, the city's super busy. It's like they didn't plan it all. And when you have a beach town, when you're near the water, you got to have boat ramps. And boat ramps, is where people bring their boats. They back the trailers in the water. They launch their boats from. Then you have to have something. You got to be able to do something with the truck and the trailer that you brought. Well, this massive city. I mean, it's massive for our standards. It's no. It's not like a Chicago or something.
Right.
It's a massive city for our standards on the East Coast. They had like 50 boat parking spaces, if that.
And it's a holiday weekend.
And it's a holiday weekend, so they're all slam packed. People are parking on the side of the roads. Actually, we ended up, my buddy ended up parking his truck on the greenway. Like over, there was like a bunch of people just pulled up on the greenway, a little sidewalk thing where everybody's riding their bikes and stuff, and just pulled off in the grass. And apparently that was okay.
How was that okay?
I don't know. I think it's a lot harder to tow a truck with a trailer attached to it.
They don't even bother.
Especially when they're all wedged in together.
That makes sense. Then.
Yeah. So I chose to park in a parking lot that was under a bridge right by the boat ramp. That was convenient. And it was, it was marked. It was marked-ish, right? Like it was kind of marked as if it was for state employees only, for the state employees. Later to find out for the bridge operator, since it was a drawbridge.
Oh.
But it was like a parking.
Wait, so it's for the state employee, basically.
I mean, technically, yeah.
You might have two guys there for a short period of time when they
A shift
switch
change.
shifts.
Yeah. But the way it was laid out, it was sort of like had a couple areas to park in a gravel lot, but only one side had a sign that said no parking, whatever. But it didn't say this lot is. It didn't say these spots. It never didn't say anything about multiples.
It should say this spot.
Yeah, like
is reserved for the bridge guy.
Well, that's what I would think, because like if you like by law, if you go up to like a handicap spot, right? You go up to a handicap spot, the spot that's marked with the sign in front of you, that spot is handicapped. The spot next to it's not handicapped, but that spot's handicapped.
Yes.
Right? You go to the store and they have a sign for this is police officer parking, right? That spot is the police officer parking, not the whole row.
Or if they do that, like for example on the side of the street, they have a parking hourly sign, and then there's no parking. But there's arrows that point in directions, and you kind of have multiple signs that give you where the no parking is. A range.
Yeah.
Don't park between this sign and that sign.
So I went with the logic of the sign's not directly in front of the vehicle, so I would feel that it's okay. Turns out it wasn't. When I came back ashore from the boating day, my vehicle was missing.
Oh, that's not a good feeling.
Yeah. And I was like, ugh. I knew
was it that it's gone, or were you like, wait, did I park it where I thought I did?
Yeah, because I could see it from the boat ramp, and my vehicle's kind of hard to miss now.
Okay.
I don't know. I pretty much knew it was gone when we pulled up.
Okay.
So, sort of to shorten the story here, I ended up calling the tow truck company, and like the guy's like, "Oh yeah, he still has it hooked up, and he's halfway to the shop here. I tell you what, I'll have him meet you. That way you don't have to come all the way downtown." I'm like, all right. I mean, I guess if it's all the way downtown, he's like, all right, where do you want to meet at? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not from here. All right, well, you know where the McDonald's is? Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not from here. Like, I don't know. I don't know where any of this is.
Do you know where the Circle K used to be?
Yeah. So I tried to give him the address of the house we were staying at, and he's like, oh, no. I'm not giving him an address. I'm not bringing it to you. Like, okay, so you're not going to deliver it, but you'll meet me somewhere. That makes total sense, especially since the house we're staying at is only 6 blocks away from where their tow truck yard is, which we didn't learn that until after the fact. When the driver was like all upset that he had to drive. So guy's like, all right, we hammered down a place. He's like, all right, I'll meet you. He'll be there in about 15 minutes. So we all load up into my friend's vehicle. So my friends, they have 4 kids. So we're like in a suburban style vehicle with their 4 kids, my 2 kids. So we have a total of 6 kids and 4 adults.
Holy cow.
So there's no way we're all fitting in this vehicle.
Like a clown car.
Yeah. So some of us had to ride back in the trunk or whatever.
Surprised one of you wasn't hanging off the roof.
Just ride on the boat. That's what I offered to do. I said I'll just ride on the boat, stand on the front, king of the world. But so 15 minutes. So they bring us over to the meeting, the rendezvous point, right? And we're waiting. 20 minutes goes by, and we're like, "Geez, where's this guy at?" So I call the tow truck company again. I'm like, "Hey, we've been here waiting for like 20 minutes. No guy. What's going on?" "Oh, he's not there yet. Let me give him a call, and I'll let you know." And so, you hang up and then wait a little bit, and then he calls back. "Oh yeah, he just got tied up a little bit. He's 15 minutes away. He'll be there in 15 minutes."
15.
That's what he keeps. Yeah, he keeps saying 15 minutes. So then I wait. 15 minutes goes by.
Oh, about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I wait. 15 minutes goes by, and then
You're next. You're next.
yeah, then nothing. Got nothing. So I call him back. This went on for an hour and a half. I called him probably 6 times.
After 15 minutes, he told you 15, you're an hour and a half?
He was halfway to their garage or whatever.
And you're calling him every 15 minutes?
Yes.
Do you think he's telling the guy, take your time, he called again?
I don't know. The thing is he's got my truck hooked up to it, right? And one, he's burning a lot of gas towing my truck around because it's very heavy. 2, he's not towing other vehicles making more money. So he literally wasted an hour and a half.
So maybe he was confused as to where to meet up because he wasn't familiar with the area either.
Well, he did say that they normally don't, we don't normally bring the vehicle back. So he thought it was kind of strange, but they were super busy, and I had a feeling their lot was full.
I wonder they were super busy.
Yeah.
He
can't. Yeah, he's just driving around. And it was one of those things like...
Or maybe he enjoyed having your car hooked up there and just wanted to parade around town with it. Look what I got.
Well, and that was the upside to the whole thing is that my vehicle, I just had it recently done in a vehicle wrap.
Yeah.
So it's like a giant billboard now for another business, and so I was like, oh well, while I was on the boat, he's out, advertising for me, towing my vehicle around. Winks is asking about tire wear. Luckily, because the vehicle is an all-wheel drive vehicle, they actually lifted it up with the truck, and then they had to put dollies under the back wheel. So my tires actually never touched the ground. So I'm okay on the tire wear part, I guess. Although when they drug it out of the gravel lot, they didn't have it up on the dolly. They just drug it out because they had to be able to get under it, which I wasn't very happy about. But hopefully my vehicle's tough enough to take it. I don't know. It's older. Yeah, I would think it would be. In its heyday, I know it would. But, and then, so the aggravating part was the guy on the phone. He's like, oh, I was like, how much, I was like, all right, what's this going to cost me? He's like, $200. I'm like, 200. Oh, fine, whatever. And, so I didn't have any cash on me. My buddy gave me some cash, but I was short. And he gave me 140. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll talk to the driver. We'll see what happens, whatever. And then, especially after an hour and a half of waiting and all this stuff, I'm like, how about you cut me some slack? Like, how much longer do I got to wait before you start, making you start giving me a break here, dude?
Look, I could have come to you and had my car by now. You're costing me money.
I mapped it from where we were meeting to their place. It was 15 minutes.
Not only that, but the amount of time this guy was wasting having you, because basically you could say, well, we could long play this and you could avoid getting more cars.
Yeah. Well, and then so he shows up, and I'm like, all right, man. I was like, he tells me, $200. I'm like, all right, well, I got 140 cash, or I got a debit card. If you wanna swipe my card, I'll pay you the 200. Oh, we only do cash only. What do you mean you only do cash only? You're a business. You're a business in the 21st century. You don't have a Square on your phone. You don't have a no, we don't do that. We only do cash because people cancel their credit cards.
Flea malls take credit cards now.
Yeah, I'm like, everybody takes credit cards. Everybody takes debit cards. Apple Pay, whatever, I'm like, if that's a problem, that's something that the tow truck industry should be working out with the credit card company. Like,
I want to pay. I have an Apple. Apple Pay.
I feel like that's not my problem, right? I understand, and like my wife was pointing out, he deals with people every day that were, I was parked in the right place. I wasn't parked in the wrong spot. You guys totally, they're yelling at him. They're doing all this stuff. I get that, right? That's not me. I wasn't yelling at him. I was upset, but I wasn't yelling at him. And I'm a stand-up guy. You're towing around my vehicle, which is not a hoopty, and like, take my information down. You got my driver's license number. If it cancels, then you send me a bill for more.
Right.
Right? Like you take me to court, whatever. But better yet, work a deal out with the credit card company and say, hey, look, we do a business that people don't like. So if we charge, it, then they can't cancel it within like a week or they let it process and then let them have a different process for that type of thing.
Yeah.
You would think. I don't know. Whatever. So he's like, no, it's got to be cash. I'm like, all right. So now I'm just aggravated. He's like, right next, we met at McDonald's. Right next to McDonald's was a bank. He's like, oh, there's a bank right there. All right, I'll go to the bank over there. So I go over, jump the fence, and walk over to the bank.
Jump the fence?
That was a fence between the two places. And
okay.
Walk over, and the ATM had this like big revolving metal door over. It was a drive-up ATM, like a normal bank, but it was closed. They had this big revolving door that shut around the ATM and closed it and locked it up. And so I'm like, okay, well,
I've never seen that before.
Exactly. So so let's do a little side note here. Something I learned. We stopped at a Walgreens too, and I was gonna use the bathroom, and the bathrooms were all locked. They had like keypad locks on them. I had to go ask somebody to let me in to the bathroom. I'm like, at a Walgreens? I was like, I've never seen this. Not even in like, I don't know, New York or whatever.
Maybe it's because you're in a beach town and there's the beach bums that come out and.
Yeah, he's like, really? You must not be. The guy I told him, I was like, I've never seen this before. Well, you must not be from around here. I was like, well, why? He's like, oh, we get a lot of theft and people
in the bathroom.
I guess they take stuff. I don't know. They a lot of people using drugs and drug dealers and theft and all kinds of crap or whatever. So it's like, all right. So the bank being closed was no surprise. So there was a bank caddy corner to where we were, but we were in between a 5-lane like highway, but it wasn't just a regular intersection. It was one of those ones that's kind of like caddy corner and there's like some other roads, like one of those like 5 points type of thing. And I'm like, so now I got to risk my life crossing this traffic to go get this guy his $60 or whatever. And I was like, all right, well, it's closed over here, guys. So
Emerald Hook says California does that all the time. There's lots of transients that like to sleep in those bathrooms. Wow.
Sounds nice.
How rough is it that sleeping in a bathroom is
a step up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, California sounds nice. So I at this point I'm like, all right, you didn't have any problem with my time being wasted. So I'm gonna go over there to that bank and get your money, but I'm gonna take my sweet time doing it. And I just moseyed on down there. I had to wait for the crosswalks to be just right for me to cross anyways for safety reasons.
Now, where are your kids during this?
Luckily, my kids, our friends took our kids back to the house.
Okay.
So if I didn't have, if I had the kids, I'd be a little more aggravated, and then I'd be like, what do you want me to do? I got $140 cash. I got my kids here. It's like we've been out here for an hour and a half because of you guys. I almost kind of wish I did. Maybe I can get them like all stirred up, crying.
Tell you
and
what,
stuff.
you either get me my car or I go home with a wrecker and my car. You decide.
So yeah, it took my sweet time, and then I just like the whole thing was a freaking headache. Got my car back. Luckily, nothing was wrong with it. There was no issues. And guy's like, all right, well, have a good night. Yeah, whatever. Like, there's nothing. Just
well, there's no way to part ways at that point.
There's not, no. Especially after you've already like he told me, I was like, I don't get
Pleasure doing business with you.
When I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I'll go over there and get cab. Like, yeah, I don't get a discount for having to wait an hour and a half or anything. Oh, we don't usually bring it to you. We brought it to you free of charge. Oh, did you now? Did me a big favor.
You didn't really bring it to me. I had to meet you somewhere. That's
Yeah.
not the same.
Yeah,
thing.
and you didn't do me a big favor because I had to wait an hour and a half. I had to wait literally an hour and 15 minutes longer than I would have just drove down and got it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Super aggravating. But overall, the overall weekend was fun. Had a good time. And would like to do it again. But I'm not a big fan of that city.
Oh. Well, I imagine if your vehicle hadn't gotten towed, you'd be a little bit bigger of
a little bit. I mean, there's just the little things. There's certain parts of the town that are nice. Because don't get me wrong, it's a beach town. There's like the nice seafood restaurants, stuff like that. But
since it is a beach town in the Carolinas, John, what do you say we go to? And like this segue doesn't make any sense at the moment, but it will.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Dad Bros drink of the show.
Well, since you're at the beach and stuff, why don't we be some beach bums and
we're gonna have ourselves some rum.
Have a drink or something.
Some rum. Some Carolina rum.
What?
Carolina rum. Queen Charlotte's Carolina rum.
Ooh.
It's a reserve. Distilled and bottled by Muddy River Distillery. Let's see the whole story here. Handcrafted with the finest ingredients and aged in virgin American white oak barrels, this unique rum has a rich and complex flavor that can be enjoyed straight on the rocks.
Oh, wait a minute, that's a rum?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or in your favorite cocktail. What, did you think because it was brown, it was
I
whiskey?
thought it was a whiskey. Well, I was looking at whiskeys, and the guy at the store I had a whiskey in my hand, and I pointed to another whiskey, and he's like, oh yeah, this is a good seller, that's a good seller. Like, clearly I'm looking at whiskeys. And he pointed that out, and I just assumed it was a whiskey.
Son of a... Well, John, perhaps this will entice you.
I mean, I'm not against rum, don't get me wrong, but when you had your mind set on whiskey.
Our small batch rum is produced in a one-of-a-kind still, specifically designed and built by the company's founder and head distiller to produce a premium quality rum with a distinctive, smooth taste. We hope that you enjoy our American-made rum as much as we do. Company founder and head distiller, Robert Delaney. Robert Delaney. So since we have a history of pirates in our state, Blackbeard being the most famous, I almost think Carolina rum should be pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would think so. I would think like there'd be like a heritage for it.
Some of the rums that came from the Caribbean made its way to the beaches of the Carolinas. And the locals said, you know what? We can make that. Although, if that were the case, they would have been doing it for quite a while. And we'd have had it before now.
Well, it does make more sense now that with the Queen Charlotte. Like, that doesn't sound like a rum. That doesn't sound like a whiskey name. That sounds like the name of a ship.
It does.
A boat. A boat ship, Josh. A boat ship. All right, let's, it does have a nice caramely brown color.
A boat ship or a ship boat?
A nice whiskey-esque color.
Winnable Golf. Hello. Oh, Gull, not golf.
Wimbledon. No, Wimble Gull?
Winnable.
Winnable? Winnable Gull.
Emerald Hook says he personally prefers rum to whiskey.
I believe it's a she.
Huh?
I think Emerald Hook might be a she.
Did I say? Did I have a?
I think you said he. They prefer.
I said says he.
Says he? Oh, says he. I'm sorry.
Says he.
My mistake. I'm sorry, Josh.
You say it fast enough.
Okay. What was the alcohol in this again? 42%. So that is 84 proof. That is, I don't want to say it's smooth, because there is a lot of bold flavor, but it's very mild.
Ah. It is. There's still an alcoholic burn to it, but a light alcoholic burn.
Oh, he is correct. I apologize.
Doesn't have
my
that-
apology. Oh, my apologies. Never mind. We've had. I remember.
Doesn't have the
I
missing.
think I'm getting Emerald Hook mixed up with another guest.
It's missing a sweetness, I think.
Or not guest, listener.
The rum, not Emerald
It
Hook.
is missing a bit of a sweetness.
Yeah.
No, Emerald Hook is plenty sweet.
Yeah. It's missing a sweetness that I think a rum of this color, of this caramelly hue, should have.
It really is just kind of lacking any overall characteristics at all.
It's not bad.
I mean, of anything. Like, it's kind of a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's smooth. It has a smoothness to it. It's not hard to drink. But yeah, it doesn't have that caramel. It doesn't have that, like, sweet rum flavor that you like.
No.
That spiced rum. The
Not a spice. Yeah.
Yeah, what was that one rum? The 9-spice rum we drank that was recommended to us.
I don't remember.
It was pretty good. I'm trying to remember the best rums we had, but I don't right now. I can't. I'm having a hard time. You have a little bit more rum, and I'll be able to tell you.
I wonder what it's made from.
Rum leaves.
Rum leaves?
Out of the rum tree. You know, what is rum made from? What makes it rum instead of whiskey?
I believe it's the
Sugar, right? It's made
Yeah.
from sugar cane?
Sugar cane.
Sugar cane. Where are they getting sugar cane in North Carolina? That's one of the things I don't like. I kind of don't like about the liquor industry right now is you can buy like medical grade or commercial grade alcohol that's just like ethanol or whatever it is or something. I don't know. It's just like grain liquor, alcohol, clear, bland, whatever. And then you can take that alcohol and flavor it or age it or do whatever you want with it to turn it into a drink. And people are bottling and selling that, saying, so like, not saying that this was what this company's doing, but like a company, saying, oh, we have a whiskey. Well, they didn't make it. They bought the alcohol in a 55-gallon drum. They added wood chips to it, and some flavors and spices. And
They do have a spiced Carolina rum. Just throwing it out there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, hold on. Well, sorry. Emerald Hook is piquing my interest here, talking about going to Disney Springs in Orlando, which is very interesting because it will be going to Disney late at the beginning of next month, I think.
As long as it's still there.
Yeah, as long as it's still there. Yeah. A majority of it's still there would be good. All right, I'll be back. All right, Winks, thanks for tuning in tonight live. Good luck with the baby. That baby's got to be, 6 months old now? So, I mean, we should get Winks back here fairly soon. He's going to miss the big announcement, though.
So we Queen Charlotte's Reserve recipes. I have recipes for it. Queen Charlotte's Reserve has enough flavor and smoothness to be enjoyed alone. It's debatable. And reviewers that generally say they don't find rum a solo sipping drink, but change their tune once they taste this product. No, I've had a few solo sipping rums.
Yeah.
This one's not that, in my opinion.
I can't remember. We had the Kraken, and it was pretty good.
Oh, the Kraken
Wasn't
was
it
good?
good? But it was a little. I don't know if it was a solo sipping rum, but it was pretty good.
Kraken was good. Orinoco is one of my favorites.
Which one?
Orinoco.
Oh, that one's really good.
Let's see.
Did we ever do that one on the show? I feel like we did. That's pretty early on.
A tall Paul in a highball. Muddle some lime wedges. A healthy portion of Charlotte's Reserve. 1 ounce of Domaine Canton ginger liqueur. Queen Charlotte's Old Fashioned. A maple cooler. So they have some recipes for you.
Adam Wright meow in the live chat room at dadbros.tv. What's going on?
So I typed in the address that's on the bottle.
Yeah.
The Queen Charlotte's Reserve, QueenCharlottesReserve.com, and it forwards you to the Muddy River Distillery, but they didn't put the .com at the end of the forward.
Yeah.
So it says page not found. So I had to add the .com for them.
Ugh.
I need to get on top of it. All right, so I don't know. I don't hate it, but I feel as though it should have. It's a mixer to me. If I had some cola,
yeah,
I'd have a rum and cola. But even then, even then,
I would say this is I would say as a mixer, this is a high quality mixer. I would it's definitely a high quality mixer. I'm not gonna say like as a standalone, it's kind of on the middle to lower end. But as a mixer, I would say it's a decent quality.
I may be wildly off base, John, but I would say this has more similarities to a vodka than a rum. I could be wildly off base. John's making some sort of face like he's...
I think I would agree. Yeah, it's got a bit of a vodka-esque flavor to it.
When you take that initial sip, it is a rum, but then it finishes like a vodka.
So like if you went down the vodka aisle and they've got the pineapple vodka, the mango vodka, the whipped strawberry vodka, and then next to it is the rum vodka. It's just rum. It's vodka flavored like rum. That's what this tastes like.
Yeah, without enough rum flavor.
Yeah, a little short on the rum flavor. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna say it's the worst thing we've ever had. It's not bad, but I'm not exactly loving it.
Oh well. All right. What do you say we take a moment to recover, regroup, recalibrate. We'll something as we take a moment, and we'll be back with more of the Dad Bro Show right after this.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I got a trip to Disney coming up, and so I need to write that down so I can. What does it say? Go to Disney Springs in Orlando in the future. You should go to Mickey's Pantry and pick up their moonshine. Selling mason jars for I could smell it. It was probably pretty. Okay, let me write that down. Mickey's.
Disney makes moonshine?
Disney Springs.
185 mile per hour super winds.
Yeah, she did actually get to meet Dr. Disrespect. Give me a second and I will post a picture and play a video for you. Let me just figure out how to do that. Disney Springs, Mickey's Pantry. And moonshine is what we're looking for. Got it. Cool. All right. Yeah, let me, those of you who know Dr. Disrespect or not, I don't know. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this real quick to be able to share it with you. I think I could probably do it from Messenger. I think she messaged it me. Yeah. All right. Open. And, whoa, that's a huge picture. And open. Yeah. Not that one. Image. So here we go. Here is Mimi meeting Dr. Disrespect. Well, don't be going and plugging his channel now. Come on. Yeah, I doubt that. He's kind of blowing up. I think. I don't think he's gonna be on the Dad Bro Show. And Mimi didn't exactly pitch it to him. I don't think. So, but let me see here. Let me do this other.
Heck of a logo he's got there. I like it.
Yeah, it's a cool. Then there's this. Let me pop that up there. We can hear it.
Is it recording?
It's recording.
I mean, because that's a nice phone.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that the latest model?
Not the latest.
It's big.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. So it's not 4K.
No, it is.
Is it?
It's
I hope it's not. I just hope it's not 480p.
No.
Like I want 4K, minimum.
I don't know.
Nonetheless, I don't know what the hell we're talking about.
His name is John.
John, PUBG, you and I, one day we're gonna dominate online. I might be lying, because I got millions of people that want to play with me all the time, but one day.
So now I don't know if Mom stopped the camera just perfectly like that, or if
Probably.
yeah, screen cap that, make that.
Hey, Winks, you were going to bed.
Yeah, wait. Since
You were going night night, sir.
it was, but then I heard Dr. Disrespect. So yeah, she met Dr. D. Pretty cool. I thought. I was a little jealous. I am curious. I really would like to see how tall he is in real life, though. And then I did. There was a picture of him that I found on Twitter. When he's not in his costume or not in his outfit. Let me find it real quick. I don't think I can. I thought I sent it to. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Thought I did. Guess not. Oh well. Yeah. He did a 6 foot. I'm 6'3", but I don't think Mom's that short to me. Am I? Is she?
I don't know.
I have to look at a picture of me and Mom. Ugh. Find one of those. Didn't he claim to be like 6'8" or something on his Yeah. I mean, you know, I play PUBG with him. I'd ride his coattails. I'd have to play for like a week straight to get nice and warmed up. And then maybe have a chance to, like, you know, get 2 kills to his 15. Not really sure where to. I got Andy Milonakis. I got that. I don't know how much taller I am than he. Which I think I bent down for that picture, so that doesn't count. Yeah, I think he's a little bit taller than 6'3". I think he's taller. Because there's me and Mom standing next to each other. Like, I don't know if I'm standing perfectly straight up and down, but. So, yeah. I was thinking more in the realm of 6'5", 6'6", is what I would say he is. If that. Oh, that sounds tedious, painstaking, even. All right, did I close that quick time or whatever it was? Do a quick shot. Let's see if I get rid of it. I did. Let's get rid of this too. Minimum software open right now. You don't want to don't want to have all this stuff opened up.
Do you have any single things you want to tackle?
There was this right here.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll even be able to get to it, but
I don't think we'll need much more than that.
yeah. I don't know. But anyway, this is from, I don't know why this is like from September 2nd. And it refers to Father's Day, but like it came in the digest of like.
It's dated September 2nd.
Oh, wait a minute. Of 2017, right?
Yeah.
When is Father's Day? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because it's a different Father's Day in a different country? Well, you still do it, I guess. I don't know. It's a different perspective.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Let's do it. Let's come back.
Welcome back to the Dad Bro Show. Josh and John in studio. We have not yet been taken out by the rain and thunder and lightning or the creepy girl from the ring. We're still in it. Before we get to some business, you right there, John?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I got it on good authority that of course today, no, it's not squeaking now. That the Dad Bros studio chairs will be upgraded.
Oh,
no longer will I have a squeaky chair.
All right.
And you have a broken down, uncomfortable chair.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I guess there's new chairs on the way. Should be exciting.
Interesting.
Ergonomic, comfortable, high speed.
High speed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're high speed chairs. So maybe they'll do something. I don't know.
Speaking of new stuff, I came very close to buying a brand new television yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah. We have the Nintendo Switch now.
Okay.
And I want to hook it up to my television.
Right.
I enjoy playing it on the big TV without having to unplug what I already have. Because the way it is now, not enough HDMI inputs.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
All taken up.
Yeah.
So I had to unplug one thing to plug in the Switch. And then because the kids play different game systems and everything, kept having to switch around, switch Rooney. And I got fed up with it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to buy a new TV. Buy a new TV. One with enough HDMI inputs for my things that I need. I need one for the Roku. I need one for the Nintendo Switch. I need one for the PS4. I need one for the Nintendo Wii. And I need one for the old system there. Because the PS4 will not play PS3 games, even though they're both PlayStations.
Yeah, and I don't get that one.
And you would think you could just I don't know what you would have to do, but I would imagine a PS4 at the very least could play a PS3 game.
Yeah.
What's it do? Because it sounds like a downgrade to me. What's it do? Oh, it plays these games and it does. Yeah, but can it play the old stuff? Oh no, the old stuff is way too advanced for this machine to play. So I go researching. I mean, basically, I had my everybody in the house was dressed and ready to get out of the house, and that's when I decided to start doing some research.
Yeah. Now, were you dressed and ready to get out of the house to go TV shopping?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I start looking into televisions.
Mm-hmm.
And much to my surprise, John, they have less HDMI inputs than the TV I currently have.
Really?
The TV that is 6 years old now?
Yeah.
The ones I was looking at, the one I have has 4 HDMI inputs.
That's
4.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I would imagine today's world when, like I said, people have PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, all these game systems and HD, Blu-ray DVD players and all this fancy stuff. They have their DirecTV box and their Roku and all of that. I would have figured that at minimum 15 HDMI inputs now on a TV.
Yeah, I would think so too.
At minimum.
But maybe with like the smart TV, you buy a smart TV, you could do away with your Roku.
Maybe.
Because you can have all the. There's actually some TVs that have Roku built into them.
Yeah. But I see what you're getting at. But the most I could find was 3. They're like, oh, family, take your shoes off. We're not going out for any less than 5 HDMI ports.
Really?
I'm not getting a new television set just for that. My wife got disappointed because the old TV was going to go into our bedroom.
Oh.
And the bedroom was going to become, which, by the way.
A new viewing studio, huh?
By the way.
Ooh.
I'm really glad that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Because it just gives my wife more of an excuse to watch TV in the bedroom. She likes to watch TV in there right when I'm ready to go to bed.
Oh, okay. Let's just say that.
I'm going to go to bed. Well, I was going to watch TV. Well, good news. You can stay down here in the living room then.
Yeah.
And watch the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to go watch TV in the bedroom.
You can watch whatever you want to watch.
I want to go watch in the bedroom. Yeah, but the TV down here is bigger.
That's where sleeping's happening, though.
Yeah, the
Really?
bed's in there.
Yeah.
It seems like a conflict of interest here. Almost. Oh. So I kind of dodged a bullet there. But, yeah. So I did wind up going onto the old Amazon there and looking up for switchers.
Uh-huh.
Well, here's the thing. I had one before that was a 3 input to 1 output HDMI switcher. But none of the things I needed to plug in worked on it.
Right.
The PlayStation didn't work on it. Neither of the Switch or the Wii worked with it. And I couldn't figure out what the difference was. So I wound up having to go onto Amazon and getting a brand new one. Fortunately, it was $9.
I was saying, yeah, they're not terribly expensive now, are they?
And it worked perfectly and saved myself. So basically for $9, I saved myself about $1,000.
Yeah. That's probably, though, why there's not TVs with 15 HDMIs. Because for $9, you can add 4 more HDMIs to your TV that already
but
exists.
just load the whole thing with HDMI inputs. Why not?
Yeah, make the whole thing, or make it where like it has its own hub, where one cord that comes over to a hub, and you just plug everything in.
It comes with 2 HDMI inputs and 5 USB. Why would I want a USB input?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with that?
Update stuff.
And then they still have the old RCA cable inputs. Like anything works with that. What am I plugging into this?
In case you want to break your VCR out.
I'm getting myself a 4K QLED TV just so I can play old school Nintendo.
And now they have more than 4K. There's like 5.4K.
Oh no,
is it right? Let me.
I don't know. All I know is my TV is good enough.
Well, there's 8K UHD
8K.
apparently. Okay, so 8K is a resolution of 7680 by 4320, 33.32 megapixels. And is one of the 2 resolutions of ultra high definition TVs, the other being 4K.
You know how there are people who have just a super amazing sound systems?
Yeah.
And they can hear the difference in it, and you just go, it sounds just fine. Like, it sounds like the other thing I just listened to. I'm not an audiophile. I'm not a videophile. There's a certain point where I go, hey, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Don't need it any better than this.
Like you can buy a this red camera. It's apparently like really popular amongst like filmmakers and whatnot.
Heck yes, it is.
It's like I think it's like a 5K or 8K. That's an 8K right there for $30,000.
Whoa.
But 5K, 4K. Like at some point it gets old though, won't it? Like how much clearer can you get?
Yeah.
My eyes are blurry in real life, at best.
Not only that, but I don't want it to look so realistic. I like older video games that have sort of a cartoony look. I don't like things that look too real. And I like my television and my movie. I like the grain that film had.
Yeah.
I like a certain not pixelated look, but you know like the television had when it was a glass screen, like a bubbly glass screen, and if you got really close up, you could see all the pixels on it and everything. And there's something about that I like. It created I don't know, it sort of lulled you into, like you're not part of the action, you're watching it, and and your suspension of disbelief, it adds to that, you know.
You kind of sound like one of those guys with the hi-fi sound systems and the. I just like the way it sounds on a record, man.
I'm analog, man.
It's like the way it sounds on a record.
I like the crackle. I like the static.
You should do that. Why don't you be the guy who brings back tube TVs and retro TV watching?
Maybe I will be.
But I feel
you
like
just wait. Maybe I will be. I'll come out with something that just goes over your TV that gives it that look.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
My Kickstart. It's gonna
Retrovision.
be Yeah. First thing it is it's gonna be like a
saran wrap.
It's gonna go over your television and it's gonna block out a third of the screen. It Everything's pan and scan. It's gonna be
You have
great.
you have to put like a device in between the cords that you plug into the TV that basically takes it from 16:9 to 4:3.
Yeah. And it's gonna be a big, thick box too.
Yeah, made of wood.
Made of wood. Sits on the floor. It's got knobs on it. Awesome.
I want a TV that. How about a TV that just corrects your vision instead? So like if you wear glasses or like your vision's bad a little bit, like the TV itself, like when you're watching it, it's
focus itself in a way
like
that
it,
it
yeah, like
works for
it,
you.
yeah, like it's got an optical scanner like it does across the room, and it adjusts to your vision.
Huh.
Like wouldn't that should be the direction we go?
Not a bad
Like
idea.
4K, 5K. I think we got it clear enough. Let's work on like adaptive K or something.
Right.
I don't know. What do I know?
Anyway, tell you what, let's tackle this thing real quick, and then we got some business.
All right. Let's do that then.
Dad Bros drink of the show.
Recap.
Carolina rum, distilled and bottled by Muddy River Distillery in Belmont, North Carolina. This is Queen Charlotte's Reserve. It's a handcrafted, made with the finest ingredients, aged in virgin American white oak barrels. Rum. At least it claims to be all those things. I'm questioning that now.
Yeah?
I think it's a vodka pretending to be a rum.
Vodka. I'm on the fence. I don't know.
I don't know either. So overall, I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's all right, let's separate this into two different categories. One, as a rum, it's not a very good rum.
Right.
As an alcoholic beverage for just kind of sipping on and having a nightcap, if you will, it's all right.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but it's all right.
Yeah, I think if you were gonna mix it, it would be a good mixer. Definitely. On its own, I think it's just not. It just doesn't have that wow factor. It's a little lackluster.
It's missing a sweetness, a smoothness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would be very good in I would treat this as if it were a vodka.
That I think really what it is like I could buy a standard rum, a Cruzan 9 Spice, a Captain Morgan, and it's better.
Yeah.
It's that rum that you know and love.
Try making your vodka martini with this rum.
Ooh.
That might be an interesting experiment.
I gotta get the other flavors or whatever for that. I gotta get the vermouth, I think. I don't even know what vermouth is. I don't know if that's something you get at the liquor store.
Yeah.
I need vermouth, and I want to get olives, maybe some pickled okra. I've had that in
pickled okra.
Yeah, I've had that in a thing once or twice. I don't know. All right,
sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, were you looking at vermouth?
Vermouth.
Oh, Josh.
Vermouth is an aromatized, fortified wine with various botanicals.
What is that? But I mean, that's what you put in a martini, right?
Yeah. The modern versions of the beverage were first produced in the mid to late 18th century. While vermouth was traditionally used for medicinal purposes, its true claim to fame is an aperitif with fashionable cafes.
Vodka and dry vermouth. Vermouth. That's a weird word. Vermouth.
You can get sweet vermouth.
Oh, flavored vermouth.
And dry vermouth.
Some pictures of vermouth right here.
Get yourself some vermouth.
Got extra dry, blanco.
Could you just drink vermouth by itself? Does anybody ever drink vermouth by itself?
It might be something.
A glass of vermouth.
We might have to try that. to see what vermouth just tastes like.
Although there's some drink. Do people drink Kahlua by itself?
What? Some people do, I suppose.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's have a glass of Kahlua, please.
I'll just take a glass of Kahlua. Yeah, we should do it like a month where we just drink the ingredients
Kahlua
of different
neat.
drinks.
I'll take a vermouth on the rocks, please.
Yeah.
Like a glass of bitters, if you will.
Just a shot of it.
Can I get some maraschino cherry juice?
Classic.
Anyway.
Classic. You guys are good. All right. Feel comfortable with that?
Yeah.
I said drink.
Yeah.
Here's what it is.
So anyway, we have some changes here to make at the show. What? That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we're going to shave our beards.
Yeah.
We're now vegans.
Yeah.
And we no longer drink.
Yeah. That's it.
So,
that was the last sip.
Didn't want to drop that too heavy, but
no, we when we first started the show, we had an idea of giving you guys some, just like a take of our daily lives or whatever, but also, being a dad-oriented thing. We'll talk about some of the, things that we've learned along the way to maybe help you out should you be on the path to being a dad yourself, and what kind of things you may or may not learn from that. Well, I believe we've kind of strayed a little bit from that. Why does the word escape me when I need it?
From that
mission statement,
beginning
thought. I don't know. So, also on top of that, the schedule is starting to kill me.
Yeah.
I can handle a late night every now and then, but we're doing late nights twice a week, and it really kind of screws up the week for me. And so what I would want to propose is that we do 2 shows that we can do sort of on the same day. And one show will be a long format show like the one you've been listening to. So if you're accustomed to and enjoy the type of show that we do now, we'll have that. But also for us to do a shorter show that is goal-oriented. For example, maybe we'll talk about... You right there?
Yeah,
okay.
Just smacking the mic around a little bit.
Yeah. We'll have a topic to cover, and that topic would be something geared towards either dads or just some sort of guy tips or something like that, in which we will have some hopefully helpful advice or just at least our take on it, and that way we can provide information as well as entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah, to have basically the long form will be sort of similar to what we've done. We hang out, we cover topics we want to talk about.
Because this is fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy doing this. When the mics go on and we're recording the show and everything, it's a lot of fun. But I just kind of think that maybe we could be more helpful sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely feel like there's we could do more focused things.
Yes.
Like there's opportunities we could focus on individual concepts or directions or whatever that we could do. So you have the long format where we'll just sort of ramble and do our off in the weeds type of stuff we normally do.
Yeah, maybe we'll go out in the deep waters and scuba dive or...
Yeah. And then the short show will be something focused. It'll be something that we've put together, hopefully with some planning and some structure to it. So it'll be a shorter, what would we say, maybe 20 to 30 minutes or something like that,
Sure.
Like, part of the thing is we've been putting these constraints on ourselves. The posting twice a week, making sure they get out, which consistency is important, right? But we're going to play with the formula a little bit and see how it affects the listenership. We're not looking to affect it in a negative way, obviously. So we're trying to make a positive impact.
And by the way, the short shows, we're going to allow ourselves to go off on a tangent if it fits.
Yeah, if we have a guest or for some reason we need to use one of the short show spots for something different or for something bigger,
right?
We can do that. I mean, this is obviously very flexible.
Or we're doing a short show where we have a topic, like let's say the topic is photography tips or something. Maybe we have a guest in here who's a photographer, and they've got tips, and suddenly that spark, that he says something or she says something that sparks a story that John might have. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
No point in not doing it. We want to be entertaining as well, but we do want to be informative.
Yeah. So we're gonna so basically we'll have one show that is the same show, very similar to this same show and love, and then sort of a secondary I don't want to say spinoff, but like a secondary refocus of sort of a portion of our original intentions. The big show is largely our original intentions.
Yeah.
But there's just little details that are hard to get into this format that we could easily do in a much more I don't want to say dedicated. What's the word I'm looking for? Much more intentional way.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're thinking.
Yeah.
And so on the back end, what that looks like for us is that, just like Josh says, we'll start a little bit earlier, recording on, I guess, Sunday nights is going to be our record night.
Sunday nights will be our record night, and what we'll do is we'll start a little earlier. We can do our long format show, and then we can switch over, or we can do it the other way.
Yeah.
Do our shorter show up front, and then our long format show afterward.
I say it would depend on kind of what we have planned, I guess. If it's a really intense,
we'll have to experiment.
like if the short form is an intense thing that we really have a lot of planning and prepping to do, we may want to do it first. So like set it up and do it, and then the long form can be more of the kind of relax and debrief from that.
Yeah.
But
that's not a bad idea. I like that.
Yeah, and also if we have a guest, it's easier instead of making them sit through the long form.
Get out of here now.
To make it
We're gonna have fun now that you're gone.
Well, it'll be easier to say hey, if you want to Skype in, for 30 minutes, or
right.
or if you want to come in studio. In that short thing, we can use it if we need to during the day on a Wednesday, like having you come over and us doing a special show, a fill-in or a special interview where the guest can only come on at a certain time.
Right.
For you to come over here and do a 30-minute show is a lot easier than coming over and doing an hour and a half. So you could just be like, all right, we'll pop over. It'll take us an hour to hopefully do the whole thing, and then that's it.
You can skedaddle.
Yeah. And then also that should free up some time for Josh's side for editing, where he can sit down and edit both shows in one time, which hopefully then the freed up time we can use towards other creative things.
Or just sleep.
Yeah, I mean, there's also that. If you really want to.
Yeah. Look, I'm 5 years older than John is. This hits me a little bit harder than it does him. So I'll fully take responsibility. But more importantly, I do think that when John and I came up with the show, it was to provide information as well as entertainment, and I think we've done a pretty decent job with the entertainment part. We've we've built a pretty good little community of our listeners, but I believe that we're leaving some guys behind. I don't want those new dads, the ones who don't know what to expect, to come on and want to learn some stuff and find that we're just throwing back some drinks and yakking about nonsense.
Part of it is from our perspective, trying to look at how we can grow the show. Is we're now 250 plus episodes into this. If we get a new listener, a new dad, or new whatever that wants us to get into the show, there's no starting point. I mean, you can go to episode 1 if you wanted to.
I wouldn't do that.
But there's 250 plus episodes to listen to. So, and they're all, they're an hour and a half, sometimes longer. So it's kind of daunting, I guess, or overwhelming for like a new dad. But if we had some shorter easily digestible, helpful shows, right? That people can sort of like pop in and say, hey, let's check these guys out and see what they're all about. Then they can get into us, and if they like our mojo, they like the way things are going, then they can dive into the longer shows.
Sure.
So it's a way to sort of cast the net a little bit larger.
Yes.
And then
Net.
another thing, to be honest
with you,
part of this thing is that we're dads. We talk about our families a lot. We do a lot of stuff with the families, and the thing with families is they change. Family dynamics change, and you have to adjust your schedules. You have to adjust your routines, and everything kind of has to kind of ebb and flow and go with the family.
Yep.
So it was really kind of inevitable, honestly, that something would change because, as the kids get, like Josh's youngest is, next year we'll be starting school, the full-time school, and just like things are, different. The kids are going through stuff, so that means we have to change our schedules, and instead of trying to constantly fit everything in these holes, I feel like
That's what she said.
we could better serve you guys by sort of adjusting slightly, and providing a better product, I guess.
So, what would be fantastic is for our listeners, the regular listeners, to give us some feedback as to what you think of this idea, and sort of maybe some topics that we could cover that you'd be interested in getting our take on. And keeping in mind that between us we have 5 kids, between the ages of almost 11 to now 5, almost 5. But, we've got that whole range that we've been through. What kind of things should we cover? And, and just your thoughts in general on this idea.
And Mama of Miners brings up a point as well. That's something I wouldn't mind doing, but this is, again, in post, it becomes very time consuming. But like having the show sort of marked off, maybe time coded, of things that we talk about, so that if somebody's listening, they could easily sort of skim to things they want to hear or skip. But
I've done that with interviews and things.
Yeah,
and I kind of slacked off a little bit.
It's hard because like that means that one of us would have to sit and listen to it, and then like sort of put bullet points of what topics at what times, and like it.
And that's another hour and a half.
Yeah,
of just listening to the show back. That's.
So like to give
and then
just to put out the hour and a half show, just one show, we do in studio. Usually it's like 2 to 2.5 hours or more.
Yeah, probably more.
In studio time, and then there's the post studio where Josh will edit it and do that stuff,
which can be anywhere from, an hour and a half, depending on how good if it was a smooth iTunes recording. Or not iTunes, GarageBand recording. It could be an hour and a half. If I have a lot of work to do, it could be 2.5, 3 hours or more. Then I have to get write the post, put the picture up and everything. So it's not that it's. I don't want to say it's too much, but it's too much.
Yeah. It adds up. Like so whereas it seems like I don't want to say it seems like we just throw a podcast up, hour and a half, like whatever. There is work that goes in behind the scenes. So, instead of treading water, just doing a bunch of work, and not really pushing the ball up the hill anymore, we want to sort of streamline and make ourselves a little bit better performing.
And hopefully this streamlining will lend itself to, because we've been talking about how we want to do YouTube videos and other things. So what we can do is, when it comes to our focused show on whatever topic is at hand, we have the video from that. If it's a focused thing, it'll be much easier to grab that, chop it up and put it on YouTube or Facebook or whatever video type thing we want to do. And
which some of you guys have asked for, some to basically cut clips and put them on Facebook so that you guys can easily share them if it's like a 3-4 minute clip. And again, after the show is recorded, it's hard to go back to remember what happened and what time and all that. So
what was the best part of this?
It means you have to watch the show all over. Like, so I would have to sit here and watch the show and then figure out what part would be good to cut out, and then I had to edit it. Make it look nice when you cut it, and then put it out. So you're again talking, 3-4 hours of stuff to do, and it becomes unrealistic.
Right. I got to pick the kids up at 3:00. I can't be sitting around all day doing.
Yeah. And then another thing. So if we do 2 separate shows like that, are we gonna do we do outfit changes at all, or do we?
Oh
just,
gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Like you do your long form show, and then the short form would just like we'd be in the same.
We get suits.
Suits.
You
just want to wear like the same suit every episode. Or you talking about,
yeah.
We need suits with like a jacket that when you can flip it inside, they're reversible.
Ah,
that way it'll be
I like that.
Yeah, reversible. So okay, there's another change. We're only gonna wear reversible clothing from now on.
So yeah, at Comic-Con there was a guy who had a Donkey Kong suit. There's I forget the name of the website it was, but you can upload an image and they'll print you a fabric.
Yeah.
With that image on it.
Oh yeah.
So he had that fabric printed out, shipped it off to Thailand, and the guy made him a 3-piece suit.
Yeah, you can
with the Donkey Kong theme.
If you,
it was fantastic. I want one.
I don't know if there's a way you can. I don't know how you communicate to somebody in Thailand to do that, but I know if you go over there to Vietnam, Thailand, Korea, like you can get a
Yeah, you can get it made.
Yeah.
I think you should send them your measurements and everything. And
let's see, Mama Miners in the live chat room is joking on us here that Josh is centered in the screen in the shot here, and slowly pushing me out. It looks like.
Sorry.
But it's just I think the camera's actually been bumped, and I just haven't adjusted it. And that's another thing too. We're gonna so with the show change and setup and stuff. I think the 2 shows will have totally separate looks.
Well, here's the thing, John. If we have a show that we do that's geared towards actually being on YouTube, we can't look at each other when we talk. We're going to have to address the camera.
Yeah. And
that's going to be weird.
So what I would kind of like to see happen.
Trying to do that now is just address the camera because we have live viewers. I got to bring my mic up a little bit too. To try to address the live camera for our stream, but when you're talking, it's that. I got to look at you when you talk, which is weird for me because I tend to be one of those people that I have a hard time looking at someone when they're talking. I kind of look around all over the place. So in this instance, when it's appropriate for me to not look at you when you're talking, I want to look at you. How's that for oddball?
Yeah. And I've heard one of the tricks is like you put a picture or something up there by the camera.
A picture.
So it gives you something to look at, a face, a picture, or something.
I can look at us.
Yeah.
On the
you can stare at the little tiny screen. Yeah. Or I guess if I probably could get like a little monitor. I don't know how I
put
would
a magnifying glass on there or something.
Yeah, I don't know how I would monitor it out. That's But I think as far as the 2 shows go, like the long form show will sort of keep this similar laid back bar room feel.
Yes.
We may tinker with it a little bit.
Yes, because I really enjoy this format.
But I think the shorter show will change the actual visuals to more of like we were talking about maybe like a virtual set type of thing, whereas basically like it looks like you're on a set with a desk and everything.
Or we could do that white background thing that people do.
Oh yeah,
it's just white.
That sort of off-white color or whatever it is. Yeah. We'll play around with some ideas, and that one probably will be something that grows as we go with it. The idea will to have like whereas right now on the screen we've got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things. So if I take this video, what we're posting here, and clip it out or put a thumbnail on Facebook won't let me promote it because there's too many words on the screen.
Too busy.
Yeah. So we'll have to have like a simpler format that doesn't have so much stuff.
Correct.
So that's the idea. And Mom of Miners she wants us to go pantsless and have mirrors in here. I don't understand what's going on.
That's just. Come on now.
She wants
You're being outrageous for no reason. Knock it off, you.
She wants multiple camera shots.
Multiple camera shots.
Under the desk 360 cameras.
Little upskirts. Creeper cams.
Yeah. And then I was thinking too, along the lines of this sort of shift and trying to focus more on the tip-oriented side.
Yeah. Sorry. I thought we were.
That's what she said.
When we do things sometimes separately, like we travel, we do whatever, like things with the kids.
Yes.
We maybe should focus on doing like some short videos on tips of things that we're doing. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be traveling at the end of this month down to Disney. It's something that I've done quite a few times. I have a bit of experience with it. So I might share my experience and things that I find helpful. Doesn't have to be 30 minutes.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's do it.
Sorry.
It doesn't have to be a 30-minute thing. It could just be like a few minutes, 5 minutes, Instagram story style if necessary. But even that could, like, if I did one for, I'm traveling, I can do one, and then you're traveling, you could do one. Mm-hmm. We could even technically, like, put those together and take the audio and make that an
Mush
actual.
them together.
Except for that, it won't be like a back and forth thing. It'll be kind of I don't know how that would work. But it would definitely be something we could put out visually.
It opens up some possibilities that aren't there now, and also gives us some. I don't know. It gives us something new to think about. That's the thing I think is more exciting. Really, is it gives us another thing to focus on. A refresh. You know?
Yeah. No. It gives a little bit of a refresh.
New coat of paint on this thing.
Yeah. And there's still a whole list of things that I still that are in the want to do pile. There's website tinkering. There's I don't know. There's website tinkering.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of editing and cutting clips and making best ofs and doing things that are that kind of like things I want to do, but
time consuming.
Yeah, very time consuming.
So we have to figure out a way, one, to give ourselves more time, two, be more focused.
Yeah.
And tip-oriented.
So I think, the difficult part is going to be, we can't come up with the short show, the informational show, right? The infotainment show.
Yeah.
We can't come up with that the day before.
No.
The night of.
No, but
we're going to have to come up with these topics a week ahead of time.
But it's good because it gives us a week to sort of snowball an idea. So maybe on Monday at the gym or something, we go, okay, what do we want to do this week?
Yeah.
So you say, how about we do carpool survival tips?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that gives the entire week figuring out how we do get through carpool, what tips we have, and that kind of thing.
Right.
Then come, we'll be writing our lists up. We'll be exchanging ideas. Then come Sunday, we've got ourselves a decent little list.
Yeah.
A listicle, if you will. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I mean, I agree.
So it gives us more time to plan, and also, you know what? It's I don't know.
You guys get it.
I kind of think that right now we're over-explaining this.
Yeah.
We're making it seem like a bigger deal than it really is. But I want you to know that we're shifting gears a little bit, but it doesn't mean that the show that you do enjoy isn't going to be there anymore. It's just going to be the show that you enjoy plus another show that is the same guys that are more focused. It's the Dad Bro show on, how about this, John? It's the Dadarol show.
The Dadarol?
Dadarol.
Okay.
We're on Dadarol. That way we're focused.
Yeah.
I like it.
Adam Wright Meow in the live chat room at dadbros.tv says, gotta keep it fresh and yourself interesting. what was the other one? Then he was talking about, you were saying in the beginning of the week we'll come up with the idea.
Right.
Then halfway through the week, this is what Adam right now says, halfway through the week, you'll figure out it's not a good idea and you need a new idea.
Well, I mean, if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, it's possible, right? And then Mom of Miners in the live chat room says, we could have Mimi have been like our correspondent at PAX. Have her done a correspondent type thing. So the problem with that is I would be open to that. I'd be open to.
Wait a minute, you're not putting this off on me?
No,
then?
no, no,
Oh, okay.
no, I'm putting it off on Mimi. The thing is, I would be open to it. Josh would be open to it. Mimi would be open to it. But Mimi wouldn't understand how to do it in a way that it fits with the show. She's gonna give us something.
That could be the fun of it.
She's gonna give us something totally unworkable.
She could be like our Larry Bud Melman or something.
She just doesn't get the show. She doesn't get the humor. She doesn't. I don't know. There's something.
Yeah, she's not quite tuned into the show exactly.
Yeah, and so that would be the difficult part with it. But I guess like Josh says, it could be the funny part of it.
But even then though, that's outside. That would fit into the entertainment part of the show, not the
we're going to long format.
Yeah, that'd be a long format.
Yeah, we'd be like, all right, we're gonna go to Mimi at PAX West, see what's going on. Hey, it's Mimi at PAX West.
I could see it now.
Yeah.
Where we go, all right, we're going to Mimi and PAX West, and it's one of those weird, like, you wait too long, like she's just looking at the camera
and then she's
waiting.
just and then she's essentially vlogging. So, I just had some breakfast, and now I'm gonna go to the best. What's that what's that big
Behemoth?
Behemoth? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Best something. I'm gonna go to the Behemoth booth and try to get in line. Then I'm gonna probably go to Blizzard. It's not gonna be like. It's not gonna be.
So I'm in line to get in the giant dinosaur, and I've been here for 2 hours now. It's totally gonna be worth it though when I climb up that giant dinosaur and get my photo taken and put it on my Instagram. Totally worth it. And then what we're gonna do is go wait in another line so I can try on
Bethesda. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, Bethesda?
Yeah. Is that right? I don't know. Yeah, they make Quake and stuff, right?
Oh, no.
No?
No. They don't make Quake.
Oh, Doom? They make Doom.
No.
You
Get
sure?
out of here. No, ID made Doom and Quake.
Bethesda, publisher of Fallout, Doom, Dishonored, Skyrim.
Is it the new Doom?
I don't know.
ID made, didn't it?
Bethesda.net. Well, this says publisher, so like maybe they did, but
it's gonna bother me now.
Fallout 4, maybe. I don't know. I just know this was one of the
ID Software or id Software. Maybe.
Okay, well maybe they made it, but then maybe they published it. I don't. Anyways, that's besides the point. I was just saying that was one of the things like Mom, wanted when I went to PAX East for her. That was one of the ones I had to hit.
Bethesda.
Yeah. And but I could just see it. It would be all just like instead of her reporting on what's going on at PAX, it would be her narrating what she's doing at PAX.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Bethesda was 2010 to now. Before it was GT Interactive, then Activision, and then Bethesda.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Adam, right now, see, that's why it works. It's better to find out days before the show. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. I don't know that we're gonna work gaming into more shows, but I would like to do. I want to do more gaming, like streaming. Mimi, Mom, and I have. We're still recording the podcast. I don't know if this is still podcast relevant or not, but Mimi and I do occasionally we get online and play some games together. And it's supposed to be this mom and son play together, which she just likes it because it's people come into her thing and go, "You're such a cool mom. I wish my mom played with me," and that's the whole reason she wants to do it. Whereas I want to do it because I feel like there's a comedic angle of it that is entertaining because it's me getting frustrated that Mom's not doing
what she's supposed to be doing.
I get into a firefight and I'm fighting 3 guys.
She's hiding in a room.
She's hiding in a
somewhere.
house. Yeah, like I don't.
I did see that. I'm still alive.
Yeah,
you haven't left that room yet.
Yeah, like my guy's injured. I'm crawling on the ground and I can't. Yeah. So I've been playing PC lately. I've been playing obviously PUBG, which is the big one right now. But H1Z1's what I've been big into. I do play consoles, but there's no way I'm gonna be streaming that. The setup alone is just.
All right, so to recap, the Dad Bro Show stays the Dad Bro Show. However, the Dad Bro Show will have a hangout show and then a focus show. It will still be a Tuesday, Thursday release on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, and Google Play. But we also want to hear from you. So how do you get in touch with the Dad Bros Show? Well, the first thing you do is you go to dadbros.com. At dadbros.com are all of the ways you can get in touch with the Dad Bros Show. For example, you can find us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Dad Bros Show. That's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Dad Bros Show. Follow it, like it, friend it, whatever that means. Just do those things and, sort of interact with the show that way. You can email us, info@dadbroshow.com. That should be there on dadbros.com for you to, whatever. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, camera. Got to get used to that. Also, at dadbros.com, we have, let's stick with the ways to get in touch with the Dad Bros Show. So, info@dadbroshow.com. Also, Dad Bros at Dad Bros Show, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And our number, 844-323-8255, 844-323-8255. That spells out 844-DAD-TALK. Give that number a call, leave a message, and we'll play it on the show. Hopefully that's a jumping off point. Maybe you guys have some ideas of what we should talk about on our focus show, on the Dadarol shows or whatever. And, we'll play it. We'll hopefully it'll be a great, jumping off point. Also at dadbros.com, all the previous episodes of the show. So if you do jump in and you want to hear episode 15, episode 42, episode 111, they're all there at dadbros.com. I'm not going to say that anymore. But you go to that website that I've mentioned 100 times already. There's a couple of ways to support the show. We have our Amazon affiliate link. If you want to buy something on Amazon, go to our website. I'm not going to say the name again. You already know what it is. Go there, click on the Amazon affiliate link, and then shop like you normally would. No difference to you after you click that link, but for us, it is very helpful. We would greatly appreciate it. Also, we have our Patreon, patreon.com/dadbros. That will sort of be like an online tip jar. Everything you help us out with does go back into helping make the show that much better. And let's see. Tell your friends. Like I said before, we are on Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Stitcher, and Google Play. Subscribe, leave a review, but most importantly, just share it around. Let people know. John, did I forget anything?
I don't think so.
All right, well, then, with all that out of the way, until next time, goodbye.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
Well, here's the issue, John.
Yeah.
Well, now we have to figure out what the hell we're going to talk about for our focus show coming up.
Oh, because we're going to do oh, really? Are we going to just jump into it? I mean, I know we announced.
Well, we just talked about it, so we might as well do it.
All right. Well, we put something together.
Okay.
We'll
figure it out.
All right. Yeah. I don't
be
want
too
to figure it out now at 11:30 with.
No.
Yeah, I want to kind of put a little thought into it, I suppose.
If you want to have a little bit of fun, watch Irish people trying American things.
I would like to do some more like product reviewy type stuff.
Okay.
To do on YouTube, because one of the reasons, like, we can, those are good with the Amazon affiliate link stuff.
Yes.
Because if the video does well, people click on it and.
Oh, thank you, Adam Wright Meow. I appreciate that. Whatever creative mess we come up with. That's a good way to put it, actually. I like that phrasing, sir.
Is it like one channel that
Yeah,
just does this?
Facts.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Facts.
Is it all the Irish? Or is it like they do?
They do a bunch of stuff, but Facts is the one. I guess
Well,
it's like
apparently I've been told we're
like an Irish company, or probably a company that has Irish people.
Let me bring the old web shot up here. What's a good one here?
Taste tests.
Vegetarian.
Just go to the taste test. Scroll down.
Scroll down. Scroll.
Right in there. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. American
In there.
breakfast. That's gonna be a good one.
And another American taste test. I was like, literally, they're gonna have to repeat one that we've already done. I don't understand how we haven't tried something, but I'm excited.
Our breakfasts are all trying to get rid of a hangover. Their breakfasts are
really stodgy, stocky, full food. I've had pancakes in America and they are good.
I've never been to the States.
They do those really thick pancakes that Sabrina the Teenage Witch got addicted to.
That's right, yeah. Pancakes!
Yay! With syrup.
And blueberry. Do I just try and fit
Blueberry?
it all in my mouth?
Well, not that big of a bit.
What? There's something else in here. What are those yellow bits?
Peach.
There's something about hot fruit as well, just kind of freaks me out.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I've got such bad heartburn. It's literally been 2 seconds. I'm like,
I love the square of butter that came on top because that's a really American thing. You don't get like a slab of butter on top of pancakes here.
See, I love the Americans. See all this food. Love it.
Some of the stuff I've never had.
Yeah.
this to me looks like
Hash brown.
Oh, I love my hash. Oh, I love my hash.
Yeah, I'm intrigued now by this.
I love hash.
Is it just called hash?
Illuminati confirmed!
It is actually like I'm getting a boner. Like it's amazing.
No, I don't like this now.
No,
Dry.
I'm not a fan,
It's very
really.
dry.
It's funny how some of them really love something and the other one's like,
It's
nah.
really heavy.
Yeah. How could you not like this?
Hey.
A second. Are they wedges?
Ooh, hang on.
Waffle and wedges.
Waffles and wedges? Ooh wee.
All right, Adam. Right now.
And waffles.
It burns. Oh, this is
Have
apple.
fun, sir.
Hope you have a good time.
Oh wow, look at how unclassy we are.
John, don't trust it, John. They're trying to lull us into a false sense of security.
I don't even care.
I'm very unsure of the apples.
Good night, Mama Miners.
This still looks suspiciously like a potato wedge.
Very tasty.
My palate is all over the shop.
Very thick in the belly, like. It's like,
Yeah,
where's the
really slow you
yogurt,
down for
like?
the start of the day.
Where's the muesli, like?
Oh, how could you not like this?
Yes. Yes.
Ew.
Biscuits and gravy.
I've always wondered what the biscuits were.
This is not a biscuit. This is a
Tell them all, I'm going to eat it.
This is a scone.
can't dip that in your tea. You guys are mad.
Looks like my
Cookies
dog
are
was
biscuits to
sick,
them.
and then he put a
Okay,
little
yeah.
crumpet on top of
Oh no. Oh
Arf. Don't like it.
No, I wouldn't be able to have that.
Oh, no.
No.
But what-
Gravy in the morning? Get out of here. That's nuts.
I think what John's trying to say is
Hey,
And they are
whoops.
good.
Sorry. But what if before they did that, they actually said, like, they didn't tell them what it was called? If they just said, here's a dish.
They do that with some things.
And then
other
afterwards,
episodes.
they say it's biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Like, what is this on the biscuit? It's delicious. Like, after that way, you get your reaction instead of them,
Dip that in your tea.
instead of trying to compare that to,
oh no. Oh no.
Arf. Don't like it.
No, I wouldn't be able to have that. No.
No. Gravy in the morning? Get out of here. That's nuts.
I think what John's trying to say is this meal is arse.
This is
This is just
the best one.
Do you think, really? Tastes like Trump's ass. And same colour, golden hair. Yeah. I feel like a true American.
Yeah, I feel great. Coming in here makes me love America even more when they give me shit like this.
No, what happens is I come in here and I try this food that you have me try, and it's like I'm a POW, prisoner of war camp prisoner.
So I mean, I've just been
And
binge
I'll
watching
try
these.
this food and they're like,
Oh,
I have to buy
Thanksgiving
my
food?
And there's certain guys that
It
you
is
like,
Christmas.
like the guy on the left. Like
Yeah.
these two guys, I love these two guys.
yeah.
And there's like some guy in a black leather jacket that I hated at first, but now I love him. Animal Hook, welcome back.
Ooh, bit of garnish. It's got a bit of a tang to it, doesn't it?
It smells really nice up in here.
Yeah, that's yum.
I don't want to know what it is because it's beautiful. I have no idea what this is.
It's good.
I like soups to have like a kind of a sweetness to it. It's like, oh, it's not supposed to be there.
It tastes actually like a blended Christmas dinner with cranberries.
Is that what it is? They're so sweet.
Apple.
That's the sweetness.
It is very Moorish as well.
It's a bit like what's that one?
Carrot and coriander.
Butternut squash.
Butternut
Any bread?
squash.
I've had it once before, but that's proper vegetarian food. You know, like regular people don't eat it.
That's good for you.
Yeah.
Because no food that's this tasty should be good for you though.
It looks nice.
It's burnt.
Oh, it smells like lasagna.
Layered potato souffle. Gunk.
Potato cake.
Oh, well go on.
It's kind of plain now that I'm getting into it.
It kind of falls apart as you're eating it.
It is a bit basic.
That is delicious.
It's not nice, it's just not as tasty as the soup.
So many carbs, delicious carbs.
Yeah, the Irish love potatoes, don't we?
You know what would be nice? It is cauliflower.
Yeah, we're actually.
It's like potato inception, you know? We got some potato, and then we put more potato inside a potato, and then we put a potato inside that.
Yeah, you're mad for it, huh?
I'm just hungry.
Just a job. Like, I wouldn't go mad about it.
I'm trying to think of something else to say other than it's just so nice.
Yeah.
Nice and cheesy.
Nom nom nom. And nom nom. Oh, and also nom.
I've not had that.
No, I've never had it.
Smell, spices.
That's a carrot. Tastes like a carrot.
Of course, I haven't had scalloped potatoes either.
Oregano.
The spices
scalloped
could have been
potatoes?
more
I've
than
had them, but
one.
not at
My mouth at
Thanksgiving.
this
It's not
point
like a,
tastes
yeah.
like Christmas.
The oregano just, it overpowers everything.
I can feel all the little tiny bits of.
A maiden present.
Here we go. That's something more.
Meat. Although, is that stuffing? Because I don't want any.
Turkey and stuffing. Yeah? Bit of cranberry sauce.
It looks like scrambled egg to me.
It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
It tastes like stuffing. Boring and bland and dry.
Way better than my stuffing.
It's a season in your mouth.
There's just nothing better than that.
The turkey's very, very dry.
It's just cooked perfectly. It's not.
some of these people are fun, and other people are just like, ugh.
Yeah.
The old bit of cranberry sauce goes very well with it.
Celery is a weird little food, isn't it?
It's a devil vegetable.
America, I'm thankful that you have Thanksgiving.
I just love cranberry sauce and turkey. I just keep going back to it.
You can't not go back because it's so delicious.
Yeah, this is nice. It's fine.
Oh my god, that was tasty. Like, I just can't say it enough.
I tell you, if I could have this.
I really forgot about that. That like other countries don't do Thanksgiving, so.
Right.
Love pecan pie.
It's a bit mad looking.
Just a tip.
They like their sexual innuendo, these Irish people.
Yep.
Pecan is lovely.
Oh my god, it's so good.
This is better than apple pie.
I'm not sure if I
Used to
like
be the base is
Irish
very
chicks though. I
It's
haven't
really
decided
soft
if
and
we're.
mushy and
Yeah.
pecan-y.
That's really good. That's all I can say about
They
it.
hang out with the Irish guys,
It's
though.
delicious.
Oh, yeah,
It's
they
so
look- they
good,
look like
but
fun.
Only the food.
You could eat this all day.
It is very sweet though, very rich. I don't know could I eat a load of it.
It feels like I've been cheated my whole life because I haven't had this before.
Ah, no, there's no more.
Scroll down. Let's see what other ones there are. There's
Do you feel more?
what other ones are right?
There's the barbecue one.
Just the one with the guy with the. I want to find the one with the guy with the black jacket.
Try sandwiches. That one's got 5.7 million.
They're all like good in their own way.
Let me go back to the main page.
And I'm not.
Well, apparently.
Just about watched all of them.
Well, apparently I've been told we're
Taste tests.
All right. Taste test.
Yeah. In that tab. In that tab.
Irish people taste American kids' lunches.
Let's see. Irish people.
Greek food, American pies.
Halloween snacks.
American sodas.
American Halloween snacks.
Do that one?
Yeah. It's got the guy.
We give children and that, we give them apples and oranges and
I like
cabbage
these two.
and turnips. And over in America, what did
The other
they
guy
give
said
them?
you didn't like it first?
Yeah, I didn't like him at first, but now.
Bars of chocolate smothered in bars of chocolate. That's squared.
I like both of those guys. They're good together.
Candy corn.
Nutrition facts. It just says none. It actually says no. 0, 0, 0, 0.
They look like earplugs.
They're class.
Yes! Look at that!
Were they what you were expecting?
Oh.
No. I thought they'd be. I could eat more of these, and these are actually quite nice.
They're alright, yeah.
It just tastes like gum disease. That's what it tastes
Pink fudge.
Yeah.
Cheap fudge, which is great fudge. But yeah, fudge.
No!
What?
I hate Hershey's.
Is this white chocolate?
Candy corn cream with candy bits.
Look that way. No, look back. Look back. Did that frighten you? It's not a Halloween bar of chocolate then.
It tastes like two things that shouldn't have been mixed.
It tastes like sugar.
Yeah, it just tastes like sweet or white chocolate.
Jesus, I love that.
That's nice, isn't
That's
it?
alright enough.
Yeah.
Warm apple cider.
Now, are you spook now? Hey?
Huh? Again, nothing from it.
Look
no.
at that,
The
that's
glass is
terrifying.
yeah, I was looking around it like.
Yeah.
Warm apple cider.
I've heard of that. Warm apple cider.
This is really nice.
Mulled wine.
Oh, that's what she is.
Paula.
Is that good?
So good.
Getting hammered. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would have been.
I like that.
People would definitely be like, "Oh, that's tasty," but on the other hand, I have a bag of cans.
That's such a hassle for a party.
That guy's a
and taking
douche.
pills just for one day.
He doesn't like anything. I hate peanut butter.
Wow, this looks horrific.
Yeah, look at this shit. It's like a human brain inside a broken bone inside you.
What?
Hang on, what else? What? Marshmallow fudge, toffee, popcorn, fudge, fudgy popcorn. It's like a 5-year-old brain.
Don't ruin my lipstick.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
It's too squishy. It needs to be, crispy.
Yeah, if I hate the child, I'd give him this. This might be the best thing that's ever been invented.
The concept of it is great. It's just that it tastes like shite.
The wheel, fire, the washing machine,
Haggis.
fudgy popcorn balls.
It's like the texture is so strange. It's
Haggis.
sticky and like the toffee and the popcorn. It's no.
I really like the apple-y thing.
Yeah,
It's
the
just so
warm
warm
apple.
and yummy.
The popcorn ball thing was terrible. That was the worst invention ever.
Well, to be honest, I was disappointed. I was hoping for somebody to jump out behind.
Well, it
the
really wasn't a
screen and
good-
scare us, like,
For
you know.
Halloween or something, yeah.
Yeah, where's the scares?
Yeah, just down there.
Where's
fast.
David Pumpkins when you need him?
I'm David.
American sandwiches. I want like that. But do they really get American, like a big foot-long sub? I want to see one of them.
They get some stuff.
I want to see a foot-long sub. Do they? I don't think they get foot-long
Scroll
subs,
down.
right?
What's one that's? Let me find a crazy one.
Tex-Mex or
there's
American
strange American pizzas.
That's Mexican food.
Strange American pizzas was fun. American barbecue.
Where's
going.
barbecue?
Right there. Barbecue.
Craft beer.
Yeah, craft beer.
Christmas cookies.
American whiskey. American M&Ms.
Jerky. American treats.
Hershey Kisses.
American
Cheetos.
American cereal. I'd like to see that one.
Okay.
Let's do that one because I want to see they complain
This is
about how
American
sweet they are.
cereals. Why are we trying American cereals? Should we don't eat them here?
We got Reese's Puffs.
That's not a cereal. Like a cereal is like porridge or something.
Peanut butter and Hershey's Coca.
Two ways to create your own DJ name. Take the street you grew up on.
And the name of your first pet, then change all the I's to Y's.
I'd be ardently fungi.
Sexy.
Sexy. Sexy street.
I'm really not too nervous about this. I think it'll be okay.
I shall take your milk.
Not that.
That's peanuts, that's everything.
Oh, but then it's okay.
It tastes exactly like Reese's Pieces.
That's how you slowly kill children. Every morning. Once every morning for a year.
Yeah, it's horrible at first and then lovely.
You should have saved that to last because it was the best.
Jesus.
Right.
What is this nonsense?
It looks like someone was making meat out of a clown and we got the leftovers.
Blue. Purple. Is it blue?
That's turquoise.
That's radioactive blue.
It actually does look a little bit like confetti.
Really bad.
It tastes like just candy in your mouth.
Like Hot Wheels cars, like those were the toys in cereal.
Oh, that was the best.
Yeah, and now they're like, oh, Beats and a bike and an iPad.
Yeah.
Is that a new type of iPad? Because it's bigger than that girl.
The fucking peanut butter again.
It's all peanut butter, it is.
Let's go, let's do it.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that.
Good, and then bad, and then terrible, and then good.
Like regular Captain Crunch would be better.
He has an eyebrow on his hat. I don't trust him. I don't trust him anymore.
He actually dresses like an admiral.
If you saw a man go up the street like that,
Run a mile.
I thought they'd get better gifts than we got. But they don't, do they? They're worse.
If they added a white in here, it would be Irish flag cereal.
Yeah, they look like calamari.
They look terrible, but they smell really great.
Dear America, this is a nightmare. Please don't do this.
Apple and cinnamon, and it's super. Oh, these are so tasty. Good job, guys.
I thought I wasn't gonna like them, but they're good.
Yeah, they're okay.
I'm fine.
Good reputable company, Kellogg's. Books. Books for the kids.
Thank you, Kellogg's, for not advertising iPads and instead advertising books.
I thought this was cereal, guys.
Hot fudge sundae, that classic breakfast staple.
A hot fudge sundae, Pop-Tart. Thanks, guys.
They're nice, but I would never start the day with one.
It's like eating a birthday cake. That's what it's like.
This is by Kellogg's. People did the nice, healthy one last time.
You've let yourselves down there, Kellogg's, after we were singing your praises for the Apple Jacks.
And Pop-Tarts.
The Apple Jacks aren't healthy.
Apple Jacks probably would eat for breakfast on a Saturday morning when I wake up at around 3 p.m.
Everything is better over here. So, I don't care if you haven't eaten those cereals. Whatever.
I like how they say like, oh Cheetos, I gotta say that right. I like how they say that they
it's not bloody.
They're like I feel like I've been a POW, like like they've been eating crap food this whole time.
Is this like the original, the OG flavor? Like,
He's like Tony the Tiger's cousin.
Yeah, hold on. What was the original Cheeto? Was this the original Cheeto, or were the little ones?
The little ones were the originals, I think.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, the Puffs were addition to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Picked one up and I'm covered in stuff.
Can we eat them?
Yeah.
Definitely taste way better than it smell. Smell awful, don't they?
There's a core to it. See, there's a core to it.
There's two elements of it.
They remind me kind of the cinema, and I don't know why.
They're just snacks. Like, you don't expect them to be like good for you or like healthy.
It was called cabbage. Yeah, cabbage.
These, for some reason, look more appetizing to me.
These are a crunchier version of the Puffs, is it?
They're just crunchy,
Oh, so
flavor.
yeah, like those.
That's actually quite good.
Instant kick of something.
I'd eat them quicker than I'd eat the other ones. You know, the other ones have too much of a puff to them.
Like I'm involuntarily putting them in my mouth.
I think these are those kind of sharing packs that if you have a bad day, you're going to eat the entire thing yourself.
Jalapeno.
Cheddar jalapeno. Crunchy.
No.
21 Cheeto crunchy snacks equals 3.5 feet end to end.
Hey, how tall are you? Like 16. 16.5 Cheetos.
21. That's not 3.5 feet.
It's a meter.
No,
Is that 3?
They taste nice and then not nice very immediately.
Gets you in the back of this roll.
I've never tasted a jalapeno. What? Is it like cabbage?
Someone's like, hey man, welcome, I've got this cool surprise waiting right in this corner. And you're like, sure, cheese. And then jalapeno just hits you with a brick over the back of the head.
I would definitely buy these.
Yeah, I wonder if they can how they handle spice over there.
Yeah, I don't know. Here we go.
What the hell? They're crazy looking.
That's not a colour that should be on food.
They just look at like aggressive Cheetos.
Yeah.
Then spend a bit too much time in the gym and they have a bit too much resentment.
And Worcester's on fire. Eat 20 now. Save one behind your ear to snack on later.
Okay, let's see how crazy that person would look.
18.
Here we go.
19.
You should put up the numbers.
20.
Screen, just to show people that he's doing the numbers.
21.
Where's my Cheeto gone? Oh, it's here.
Fun tips for looking like a serial killer.
Should we do this together?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my, these are horrible.
No.
A small dosage of cyanide mixed with crisp.
At least they hit you with the flavour, whereas the other ones are like, meh.
Yeah, it's really, really spiky.
No.
Definitely, he's had too much as well.
Ha!
This is a new circle of hell. Like Dante's released his follow-up novel, and its chapter is called
we do
Flaming Hot
attackies then.
Crunchy Cheetos.
When things got absolutely worse.
It's a Mad Dog 357
The
hot
ones in
sauce.
Ireland, you see, you can just eat as many as you want, go as fat as you like.
Have a good
You're
time.
free. These ones here tell you you're only allowed 20 or 30 of them, is it?
And this
at the
from
one
the-
time,
and
that's
this-
the fun.
And that's from the land of the free.
Yeah.
Oh, those cheese whiz. All right, I see how you get rabbit.
See, yeah.
I see how you get this rabbit hole.
Videos, people get really offended when you don't like it.
So it's
and it is a weird kind of thing because you do get defensive about your home country food, even though you might not eat. Like, well, that's good.
I'll actually do some meat buckle here for this. Did you see that? Did you look?
Yeah.
We should explain that you're food.
I hate food. Food's gross. It's a stupid obligation.
It doesn't sound bad. It looks like dog food.
This is all I'm having. Having this bit. Let's go. Tastes like a burger.
I would quite like it. I could eat it. Like, this could be my breakfast. Like.
Oh.
Get a bit of cabbage.
No.
Yeah.
You'd have it. What?
You say a bit of cabbage to every single food, regardless of what it is.
Well, you should eat cabbage.
Yeah, I'll eat that whole thing.
Go ahead.
What do
It's
you
water.
think it is?
What do you think? It's yellow, so there's egg involved in it, yeah? Let's make this easy. There's not.
I love when something, when the ingredients on something has to start with enriched, degermed yellow.
Like a sponge cake you get at the petrol station.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a puff pastry on it. What about it? That's puff pastry.
It doesn't taste. Like it just.
Yeah. There's no flavour at all.
It's dry.
It's so dry.
It does look a bit like someone get the dog leather.
It's like chewing your belt.
Like a meat bar.
They don't have beef jerky there?
It tastes like a coin.
What? What do they eat?
Coin.
I don't know.
Season it? No.
Do not eat. Don't package things that say do not eat with the food.
Yeah, and you know it's never going to digest. You know, you go to the toilet 20 times and it'll still come out the same, exactly in the same form. Like that. That one would hurt.
I don't expect that to be
Need
too bad.
some
That I
cabbage with
expect to
it.
ruin my entire life.
Oh, for fuck's sake, so it's a tin. This one's going to be really fucking shit.
American flavour, which of course is freedom.
It was designed so you could put it exactly on a pretzel.
I think the whole thing. Cheese should not be that texture, that consistency.
On the go, like, take it out, go
No.
to the gym, bring your cheese.
I'll do my own design.
Is that not uncanny?
Actually, that's not bad.
Yeah?
Okay, here we go. Look at
Well, that's reassuring.
that. Hold your head high.
Same gooey, cheesy taste in a fancy new box.
Not that fancy. But you love it. Because you know you do. Sounds like an abusive boyfriend.
You love it.
Yeah, that's bad.
Need more cheese in a can on it.
Starchy.
It is, yeah.
Horrible.
No, it wasn't very good the first time, but then
Yeah.
the MSG kicked in.
I like how they've marketed it as a macaroni and cheese dinner.
Yeah.
Where's the veg?
Yeah, this is all.
No, I just want to go like
Cornbread was like something you'd find down your trousers, but you'd still eat it.
I
What was
know
the
that
other one?
story.
What was the other one?
the biscuit Triscuit.
Yeah.
I'd eat another of them. That's about
You're
it.
not on its own though. You need some. You need your squeezy cheese.
But I don't want to say I want to eat the squeezy cheesy.
I know vegetable wouldn't go amiss. I feel like.
Yeah. Never thought I'd miss like veggies, but
That's funny.
Like it's not bloody. Raw.
Yeah, I'll probably do one more and I'm out of here.
Casseroles.
Casseroles was funny.
Wait, so is it basically just a pie? Is that what I'm getting?
It looks like dog vomit.
Stop, we have to eat this.
Are they peas?
I really just want to like.
Don't, please don't.
Cheers.
Alright.
You know what? I really like it. It's got a smoky taste to it. Tastes like my second year geography class.
Tastes like if you took a load of green beans and dumped soup on top of it.
It's like a bit boring, isn't it?
It's really boring.
Nailed it.
Like geography.
Yeah, like it doesn't exactly have an American flag and fire screaming out of it, you know?
Casserole is just lobbing together really more than anything if that's a casserole.
A noodle.
It looks exactly the same.
Man, I'm sorry, what is a casserole? Because like this is literally just gunk with stuff on it.
I personally would never put noodles in the oven.
Everything's like cooked in an oven. I had rashers in the oven. Is that a casserole?
My problem with tuna is that it infects all food it touches.
Eat tuna, it smells horrible.
It's alright.
That's
Grand.
They probably don't eat a lot of fish.
This is what I'll eat all day. I'm game. Not like noodles in an oven. Why the hell not?
Oh, it's a big lump of cheese.
Peppered with heart attack and heart disease.
I hate cheese.
Bet it's not gonna move.
Oh, my sweet Jesus Christ.
It's way too yellow.
It looks like it should be like warning you of like an accident ahead or something like that.
Try it.
What I said. This is gorgeous. Mashed sweet corn, that's genius.
What's your taste?
So I'm starting to understand casserole a little bit more. Yeah. I like it.
Is this the last three put together?
This looks like two dinners just hit each other.
I'd be surprised that this is a casserole. It just looks like pasta. It's a bake. It's a pasta bake.
White cheese instead of red. Racist.
You know, like 4 cheese pizza or something like that, but we didn't have a pizza, so we just put it on pasta.
I'd eat that.
Oh, it's amazing.
Carbs.
This is the best one so far.
I don't think that's casserole.
Nah, it's just deadly.
You know, for as worried as
too delicious.
I'd eat this all day.
as worried they are about carbs and not eating cheese and all that stuff, you would think they'd be in much better shape.
Yeah.
It would look a lot healthier.
Nope.
What's going on between the ham?
Is it lasagna?
It looks like a really bad cake.
Scallops potato.
Is there scallops in it?
So the potato is not potato, it's made of scallops.
Scallops not fish.
Okay, right. Thank
Alright,
God, it's
okay.
not fish potato, that's fine.
Okay.
It's like a badly made Spanish omelette.
If you were a child at a birthday party and they pulled this out, you'd be devastated. You would, yeah.
The secret ingredient to casserole that it's like ingredients that should be separate, but you force them together.
Put the dish at the end of the table and you just go breadcrumbs oven.
So like a cake is a casserole, is that what you're telling me? Anything in the oven is basically a casserole. Oh, every time I use the toaster, I'm gonna call that a bonanza. Like, so you know what I mean? Everything you cook in the toaster. Like, why is everything that you put in an oven a casserole? Pizzas are made in the oven. Is that a casserole? You might as well just ask, food. Do you like food? Or that cooked in an oven? 3 thumbs up.
American burgers.
Funny. Oh, is that a good one?
I don't know.
Burgers.
Yeah.
American
They're all
burgers.
3.5
This
minutes
is the
too,
reason
so
I
it
was
feels
put on
like
this.
I could watch one
I
more.
cannot wait for this.
So they send like an American cook over there to like make this stuff, I guess?
I don't know.
It's a dark bun. I've never seen a bun done.
That or they're in America.
Pretzel bun.
Pretzel bun.
Meatloaf. I don't know how to eat this. I have to dislocate my jaw.
It's just like, it's like meat sex in my mouth.
Why is it called meatloaf? Like, surely all like meat in a loaf is a meatloaf.
There's enough meat in this to run McDonald's for the next 12 years.
Ugh.
Is that meat? Get
I like
I didn't
quinoa.
know you spoke French.
Feels like I'm cutting into like a baby's rusk, you know those ones?
Oh my god, I didn't know where you were gonna go with that. Just, it's like I'm cutting into like Special K or something.
I don't like it, man. It's freaking me out.
It tastes like a hash brown.
Tastes a bit like the inside of a shoe.
It sounds full of fibre. I feel like if someone's constipated, they'll give them this.
Why do you think it's so popular in New York?
Because it's probably healthier.
Because there's so
And
much
it's-
pressure to be the it girl. Size this.
It actually, the more I eat it, the less it tastes bad. But I'm morally against it.
I say I don't think I would eat that. Comeback
It's
sauce.
hard going. I'm exhausted.
Look at this. This thing's dripping. It's a mess, but a nice mess.
This burger's gonna kill me. You can feel it.
Ah, it's dripping all over.
Oozing.
Oh, the noise off that. Do you hear that? It was like.
Oh my god, it's really nice. Could I ask if you leave me alone with the burger for a moment?
The sauce called comeback sauce.
Alright.
Come back sauce, not come back.
Why didn't they just call it smoke sauce? Like, do you know?
It's much better than the oat one, but then this is better than the oat one. So
There's more. No, there's not. Oisin, there's not. No, I'm not able.
That's not a burger.
No.
what the?
Oh, it's chicken, I think.
That's not a burger. I'm sorry, that's vegetable.
You just gave us cauliflower inside bread.
Look at the cauliflower. I thought, you know what'll make that even better? Make a burger out of it. A psychopath.
This is like something your mommy would try and trick you with. She'd be like, "Oh yeah, have your burger," and you're like, "This, you lied to me."
I'm really into it.
That's a lie.
No.
That tastes like a floor mat.
I would never order it, but upon tasting it, it's very nice.
Tastes exactly how I imagined. Cauliflower, like. Well done.
Oh yeah.
It's a donut burger.
You guys are sick.
Its constituent parts, I'm a big fan of all of them. But then, you know,
This is what Liberty is about. Just getting the most f***ed up shit, putting it together, and then getting Irish people to eat it.
So weird, isn't it?
yeah.
This is weird.
I really don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, liberté, égalité, donut burgers. Oh.
How many of those do you reckon you could eat?
In like a lifetime?
We're done.
Well, Colorado has legalized marijuana, hasn't it?
Yeah,
It's quite a bit.
I gotta get out of here.
Sloppy Joes. Oh, all right. Well, there you go, folks. If there's something you want to lose yourself in, there's always that. All right. I guess we'll end the stream there. So hope you guys have a good night. If you're still watching. And we will return Sunday night. Back with vengeance and new episodes. Woo! And we'll see what happens. Who knows? All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you later.